Today is the day we are back with a tier list stream, and it's going to be a fun one here because we're going to be doing a tier list for, it's going to be for two different things actually. It's going to be for all of the Treyarch Zombies maps ever now that Cold War is finished and we have 4 new round base and also Outbreak, which we will be throwing onto this list, just trying to figure out exactly what we think of them as we go through this. It might take a while, and now looking at this, I don't want a couple of these things on the list. Now, just notice that we do not want, we're not raiding town and stuff like that. Anyways, though, hopefully this list has everything it says it does, and I didn't want to be bothered with making one myself, so yeah. But regardless, guys, I am also not only going to be making the list live on stream, or both of those lists, I'm also going to be reacting to subscriber submitted lists. And these subscriber submitted lists, you could just go to my Discord. If you guys aren't a part of it, it's a link down in the description. You guys could go there, click on it, and you'll be able to join the Discord. And from there, there's one of the tabs is going to be called Subs Tier List. And there you will actually be able to find people, like, we just got 2 more lists submitted right now. I'm going to have to save as an image real quick. But what you want to do is just get that, go over there, make your tier list, and yeah, you should be great. And we will react to it. I don't know if we'll react to them right away or maybe later. But we will see. Let me actually just set this other one up because it just got submitted. So, yes. Let me just put it by his name who submitted it because I will forget if I don't. What is this? His maps. Okay, and then we got the games. Let's download the games one for we can react to this later. But if you guys want to, we still have time all stream. So because of that, I think we'll jump right into my list. And then after we jump into my list, I think that it'll be better to then react to everybody else's list to give you guys some time for any last second submissions to it if you guys want to. Also, there'll be links in that exact same sub to tab to make your own list. You know, go to the bottom, click save to download to get the thing, and you'll be good to go. Anyways, let me just how do you spell this guy's name? Okay, right there. I think that's it. Games. Okay, cool stuff. So that should be the plan. But for now, let's go ahead and jump into... actually, let's put some background music on. We'll put some zombie music. And wait, am I forgetting something? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Am I forgetting something? It is returned, brothers. The hat has returned. We are back with this. Unfortunately, I can't hear the music with you guys. I can't be vibing with you guys because the headset doesn't go over this well. And if I did put it on, it would look ridiculous. So yes, we're back with this thing. I don't know. But either way, we are back with this thing. It messes up my hair, which is unfortunate. But hey, let's go. That's what we need. Let's get some orange juice, you know? Okay, so who's ready for some very perfectly made tier list? I think we're going to start off with a couple of them. Yo, chat, can we get some chatting in the chat box, brother? Yo, I just looked at chat for the first time and it's just not existent. But yeah, anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump over to this. Tell me if the music is too loud, actually. I don't think it is, but in case it is too loud, too quiet, hopefully that's good enough. I have it at 43%, so tell me if it needs to be put up or down, but... anyways, with that all said, let's jump right into this list, and this is going to be for zombies games. Hey, nice. Yo, I just got your the images. I had to download them right as I got them, but either way, let's go ahead and start with the zombies game. So this is going to just take the zombie mode into account. It's not the entire game at all. It's not anything like that, and also I never played mobile, so I'm not even going to touch that one. So now, I think we'll just do it in the order that they gave us. Starting off with Advanced Warfare. This is actually interesting for me because this is the one zombies game ever that I just quit playing. Like, I didn't finish the season. Like, once DLC 3 came out, I played it once, was like, no, I'm not playing this no more. And because of that, I think that goes in the F tier for me. I just didn't like it. It just wasn't fun. The story was terrible from at least what I want out of a zombie story. It was just not good. And I just didn't like the jetpacks. I like it, which is weird because in multiplayer, I'm a huge fan of jetpacks. And I love the Advanced Warfare multiplayer. But this jetpacks and zombies and all the zombie types, especially the ones that would EMP you and make it mess up your thing, there was just like so many problems with this game mode that I just couldn't enjoy it. I just couldn't. Like, high grounds were non-existent in this game. Like the Easter eggs were stupid and had some of the dumbest steps that you've ever seen in your life. Like, I just don't really understand what the appeal of this game was. I'm going to be completely honest. Like, I know people like Noah J, you'll hear them talking about how it was actually good and stuff like that, but I just don't know how you could say that. It just was. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just couldn't understand why someone enjoyed this, because like everything just wasn't fun to me. I'm going to be completely honest. But anyways, though, now we could move on to the next one, which is Black Ops 2. Hey, what's up, Earthbound? Welcome to the stream. But Earthbound, like Black Ops 2 zombies. This is interesting because immediately everyone just wants to put it in S. Now, I'm gonna hold back for just 1 second real quick. The problem is with it is that sure, it has Mob of Dead, Origins, and Buried. Those are 2 S tier maps, which I'm just spoiling stuff in advance, and then the A tier map, right? Like, those are some top tier maps. But then it also got 2 F tier maps, right? Or F and D tier maps. Like, they're just really bad. And because of that, it's just weird. Like, I want to put it on S solely because of the 2 good maps. But I don't know, man. I don't. It's just the Transit exists. Die Rise exists. AW is good. Doesn't compare to most. It doesn't compare to most modern maps. I mean, even at the time, I didn't like it. So, I don't know. Either way, though, Black Ops 2... I just don't really, like, S seems like the best place for it, but it's just that, you know, Transit that exists, but Mob of the Dead exists in Origins. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's so hard. I just wish that those 2 maps were just average so I wouldn't have to do anything, but I think I want to put it in S. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. High rounds were good on Origins, Mob of the Dead, and let me think. What else is there, dude? What else was this good on? I mean, the high rounds in any, or I guess they were good in Buried. They weren't possible on Transit, and Die Rise were pretty cheap. I don't know, man. I think I'm going to put it S. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that in the end, but I don't know. Let's actually, these are all Treyarch. Let's not do some Treyarch. Let's actually change up the order here. Next one, World at War. I want to do. No, wait. No, we'll wait on World at War. Because I need to figure out where I'm putting everything else first. We're saving this one for last, actually. This one for the newest one for last, because obviously it's the newest one. We gotta wait for the last one. But World, I mean, let's just put Black Ops 3 in S right away. Like, let's just do that. Let's put it at the top of S2. Not that I really do this order thing, but just because it's Black Ops 3, I kind of have to, because Black Ops 3 is just... Dude, there's like nothing wrong with it except maybe the monetary things are kind of scummy, you know, with Gobblegums and stuff like that. But I did like Gobblegums a lot. They really made it a lot of replayables for me. So there's that. But I don't know. I think like there's just nothing really terrible about it. Like even the bad map of this game was Zetsubou no Shima, and personally, I like Zetsubou no Shima. Sure, its boss fight kind of sucked, but high rounds are really fun. The map looks amazing. The story is amazing. Like sure, there has problems, but I mean, if Zetsubou no Shima is like your bad map of your game, then you're doing pretty darn good. I mean, just think about the bad game maps of every other game. Like, you think, minus World at War, if you think back to Black Ops 1, I am not really going to touch on that, actually. We'll get to that when we get to that. But Black Ops 2, you have Transit. Black Ops 4, you have, like, all the maps. And then, you know, World... well, you just, like, my point is that Zetsubou is not a bad map. But also, Zombies Chronicles exists, so, yeah, that's the thing. Anyways, though, let's do World War II. World War II, I want to put it down here in F with Advanced Warfare, but the fact that I didn't quit this is maybe testament to how I enjoyed it slightly more. But at the same time, I think I only played throughout its entire season because I had made YouTube videos. So I probably would have quit this if I was just like playing on my own time. Like, I don't think I played this game ever on my own time, but I did get through it, unlike in Advanced Warfare's multiplayer. I don't know. This one I feel like we'll put it in D, but it might move down to F. But we'll just leave it there for now, though. Next one I want to do is dang, these ones are going to be a little controversial for me. So, or I don't know if they'll be controversial, but they'll be something. World at War. Let's just get this one. It's interesting because World at War, when I played it, I went back and played it. But you know, it's just it's like it was the first one ever, so that automatically gives it one tier up from what I would. So honestly, I want to put it at C, but just because it's the first ever, I think I'm going to put it at B, just because it is the first one ever. You got to give respect for that. I know some people don't like that, but come on, it was released in 2008. It was just like how the mode got started. I think we should at least give it that, dude. Like, I really did kind of like that a lot. But either way, though, now we get into Black Ops 4, or what should we do? I guess Black Ops 4. So Black Ops 4. This is interesting. Black Ops 4 started off terrible. Like, it had a really terrible launch, right? Black Ops 4 was kind of poo-poo at launch. Yeah, it makes my forehead look huge. Let's not do that. But it was really poo-poo at launch. And the maps and the system of how it worked, like the blue screens at launch is what I'm talking about when I say it's really bad at launch. But then also the mechanics of it, I just really didn't like it. They introduced a new terrible point system that Cold War has continued. But you know, it's not the biggest still in the world, but it is annoying. And then you also have you know, the whole perk system that they had, like that was terrible. Like, I just really despise that perk system of Black Ops 4. Very bad. But I'm trying to think of some positives here. There was a lot of maps on launch. I didn't like most of them, or if any of them. Like, I don't think any of the launch maps for me are above a C tier map, but we'll see when we get to that. Hey, what's up, Aqua? But yeah, World War II is the guy I'd go and see, because there's two main maps. I mean, not really. They're all trash. Like, think of World War II for 1 second. You had the Final Reich, which is a meh map, and then we have what was that? The Darkest Shore was DLC one. That was what was that? Like that's like a terrible map. Then you have, I'm trying to remember the next map, the Shadowed Throne, I think, or am I skipping one? Yeah, the Shadowed Throne, which was a meh map, and then it had what's it called? Then it had the Tortured Path, which was garbage, and then it had like a meh map at the end. So the majority of it was meh. And, you know, it's some garbage mixed in. The story was trash. High rounds were trash. Like, there wasn't many good things about it. Don't forget the glitches. Yeah, the glitches. Yeah, AW is where it belongs. That's what we're talking about, dude. Then we got Black Ops 4 story. Yeah, okay, so let's get back to it. Let me just catch up with Jan. We'll get back to this. I wasn't a fan of BO4 in any other game's perk system. The only really good one was Cold War's perk system. That is true. Cold War has the best perk system by far. Oh, you talk. Yeah, we're talking. We're jumping back and forth. Yeah. But hot take. I like the Darkest Shore. That is a hot take. Final Reich is good. It's, man, honestly, the Easter eggs poo poo. The wonder weapons get poo poo after a while. Like, they're not good on high rounds. Like, I'll give it, the casual Easter egg was a really cool idea, but you know, I don't know. I wasn't a fan, dude. The Shadow Throne is an A tier map. I said what I said. Oh my gosh, dude, the wonder weapon was poo poo on that. Yeah, IW Zombies. Okay, we'll get to IW here in a bit. We'll get to IW because these are the last two maps of games I'm going to talk about, because I think I'm going to say some nice things about them. But anyways, back to Black Ops 4. So Black Ops 4, the launch was terrible, and I didn't like most of the maps that came with it on launch, and even throughout the season, I wasn't the biggest fan of the maps. But as someone said in chat right here, the Black Ops 4 storyline was so good on launch. It was the best storyline we've ever got for Ether. I'm talking about F Chaos. But for Ether, Dude, it was so good at launch. Oh my gosh. Blood of the Dead's and Classified story were mind-blowing, dude. We heard so many crazy things inside radios, inside the cutscenes, inside everywhere. It was crazy, like crazy. I really did like the story at the start of BO4. But then the rest of the season kind of happened, and that's kind of a problem because I didn't like the story for Chaos at all, but then I also didn't like how Ether went after, like, especially what's that map called, Alpha Omega. That one story, I don't know, man, like it just felt like so rushed. And then yeah, of course Tog the Toten, which just kind of felt like the incredibly, like they got like what they were trying to tell. And to end the story in over 6 maps, they had to rush through in 2 maps, which just felt terrible. And it also felt like we were going on remakes. Like, why are our last 2 maps in the history of the Ether story, right? Like, these are the final 2 in the Ether story that they're going to be on remakes of Nuketown. Like, what? And then, you know, Call of the Dead, not as bad, but still, Nuketown? Really? Who asked for that? Because of all that, I think I'm going to put it B or C, chat. What are we thinking? It has to be a B or C. Dang. Because I don't like going back to this game at all. Like, at all. Yeah, it has to be a B or C. Oh, this is hard. This one's a hard one. B or C? It's they didn't animate cutscenes either. Yeah, they had drawings instead. It was nothing. The drawings were really cool. Don't get me wrong. I love that one with Samantha coming out of the MPD. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. But you know, don't give it a C, a B. Okay, C to D. Okay, okay, chat. We're getting some mixed results right here. Oh dang, man, dude, it's rather a B or C for sure. Oh my gosh, I think I want to go with the C. We're going to put it at C for now. I don't know. We're leaving it at C just to get a giant line. But now let's actually put something in A real quick. Thoughts? It would not, okay, maybe I should explain this just a little bit here, right? So we have Infinite Warfare. Okay, so Infinite Warfare, it belongs in S. I don't think it's on BO3, BO2 level, but I even question BO2 being in S tier. BO3 kind of feels like, I felt like I need a different spot. Yes, okay, so let me explain this. Infinite Warfare high rounds sucked. They were terrible. They were not, like, no, who went for high, like, legit, try to search up high rounds on Infinite Warfare, and they were non-existent. But then you had Easter eggs. Yeah, BO2 might be an A, honestly, but anyways, the Easter eggs in Infinite Warfare were funner overall compared to any other game that we got ever. I had so much fun grinding these Easter eggs. It was insane, dude. Even the maps that people say have bad Easter eggs, like Attack of the Radioactive Thing, personally, I really like the Attack of the Radioactive Thing's Easter egg. Mine, I mean, sure, there's a chemical step, which is annoying to do, but if you have the right stuff, and yes, you shouldn't need to have the right stuff, like, outside of the game to do an Easter egg, but still, I just found it so fun, especially that boss fight. That's one of my all-time favorite boss fights in Attack the Radioactive Thing. Now, the huge stain on this game was called Shell and Shuffle, but I don't have any explanation for that. That was just terrible. That was not fun. One of the worst zombies maps of all time, I will say that. But of course, we all know the real reason why everybody liked it. The music rewards, don't forget that, yeah, there's that. But the real reason why it's even consideration, like, if it didn't have this that I'm about to talk about, it's probably down in C. With, like, as much as I'd love to say how great it is and everything, like, it's probably down in C. But because of Director's Cut and the super Easter egg, that makes it go A. Because not only do we get the best rewards ever, like, and I know Treyarch doesn't understand what Easter egg rewards even means. Like, they don't understand those words when they are put in that order. Like, it doesn't comprehend in their heads. But these rewards were insane. Like, just spawning in with all the perks and then 25,000, like, yeah, it was that bit. Challenge Shuffle was that bad. But I'm reading you guys. Challenge Shuffle is bad. Stop it. Okay. Hawk Universe here. We're agreeing with him here. The rat, the rat. Oh my gosh. We'll talk more individually about maps when we get to the map tier list. But regardless, for now, what I was saying is that the rewards for completing the Easter eggs was so cool with the director's cut, and then on top of that, you get a crazy final super Easter egg boss fight, and that was just one of the coolest boss fight. And I know it was super difficult. Like, I think I've only completed it twice, maybe 3 times in my entire existence. Never have done it solo because I'm not that good apparently. But the thing is that it was just so good, dude. It's so good. Oh my gosh, just that alone is just, it was so fun. The super Easter egg boss fight with the director's cut just made that game great. And if you guys have played Infinite Warfare and you don't think it's great, just unlock director's cut and then you'll know what I'm talking about. If you play the super Easter egg, then you'll tell me what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay, so I don't actually, Challenge Shuffle is fire. It's my favorite map. Have you heard the soundtrack? Okay, here's the thing. I like original soundtracks. I don't like when they use popular music or old popular music and reuse that personally. Unless it like really, really fits it. Like, you know, there's exceptions like Rusty Cage, but that's probably the only exception I have. But anyways, yeah, so you dropped this. Yo, give me that crown. Oh, wait, I got this. I'm happy with this. I don't need no crown. Anyways, though, I didn't want to leave this here. Now, let's not talk about anything else uncontroversial. Black Ops 1. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer here about my opinion in Black Ops 1. I didn't play it in its prime. I just didn't take that action. Like, I didn't take that route in my life. I was busy playing Madden at the time. I was huge in Madden, and that's pretty much all I played. So there's that. And just think about this from my perspective, right? Well, you have to understand why I'm not a big fan of Black Ops 1, right? Right here. Let me explain this. So, my first zombies experience was in Black Ops 2. Like, that was my first one. I love that. I played a ton of that. Started off on Transit, or actually it was on Bus Stop was my first experience ever. And then, it was actually insane. Like, because it started off on Bus Stop, and I thought that's all there was to zombies, but then someone told me, yo, wait, there's a bigger map in Bus that you could travel through all the different locations. Like, it was just really cool at the time. But I did all that. I played through that. I played through Die Rise and was just kind of like whatever at time. It was fun, but it wasn't anything crazy. And then Mob of the Dead drops. Oh my gosh. Barry drops. Oh my gosh. And then Origins drops. Like, oh my gosh. Like, think of coming off of those 3 maps in a row. Some of the greatest maps in the history of zombies, right? And then you're all like, I want more. So what you do is buy Black Ops 1 because you heard zombies was in that. And then you load up Kino. Like, just imagine if you're someone who absolutely loves Origins and you then want more of that and you load up Kino and 5. It's a very, very different experience. One thing, first things first, and that nobody mentions, the game looks like trash. Black Ops 1 is ugly, even for its time. It's like, this is Treyarch before they figured out how they could add colors into their game. Like, Treyarch was like the rest of the developers. They didn't know what colors were. They were all colorblind people making the game, but that's how they worked the game. So it didn't have colors. That's a huge L. But then, on top of that, my experience with Black Ops 1 was just not great. You know, just coming off of Black Ops 2 and Origins, wanting more of Origins and Mob of the Dead and Buried and getting Kino 5, it just wasn't great. And then, not to mention that we also didn't, like, what else came out there? What was the DLC one? I bought all the DLC minus Call of the Dead for who knows what reason, so I never really got into Call of the Dead. You know, it just really wasn't it. I didn't like Moon. I don't like Moon to this day on Black Ops 1. Black Ops 3, that's a different story. But Shang, I still don't like, even on Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2, or excuse me, Black Ops 3, don't like that map. So, I don't know. I really feel like this is a good spot for it. I really don't like it. So, yeah, let's see what you guys are saying. I mean, I've been reading, but we'll read it out loud. BO4 E3 cutscene, compared to IW cutscenes. My friend is wild. Wait, what? Is reflective of the 70s? What? Okay. BO3 C tier. How's BO2 S tier and BO? Yeah, should we move this down? But the only reason I don't want to move this down is because it'll be on Infinite Warfare level, and I don't feel like they're on the same level. I feel like maybe I gotta push everything else down, like pull everything else. Maybe slide this to F and then slide these to D. Yeah, I don't know, man. So it's just I'm not putting it next to Infinite Warfare. You know, it's not really on Black Ops 3's level, but you know. BO1 was so frustrating because every single Easter egg relies on RNG. You have to wait 30 rounds for the excavator. Yeah, that is facts, dude. Oh my gosh. Easter eggs, they were, I will give them, that was the infancy of Easter eggs, so I don't expect them to be great. I'm not expecting BO3 level Easter eggs in Black Ops 1. Like, I wasn't expecting that, but I wasn't expecting that terrible, you know? Yeah, but, yeah. BO1's on area that. BO2 has 3 good maps. Die Rise is C tier. Then Transit is the worst map ever, and that ain't S tier material in my opinion. Yeah, that is true. I've pointed this out, but I just can't put it next to Infinite Warfare because it probably just like the nostalgia factor for me. Like I might be incredibly biased against this. Obviously, I'm biased. I love these games, but like my problem with this is that I guess that this was my first game ever, so you know it was my first game ever, so that's probably playing a part into putting it S tier. So there's that might be playing it. I just saw that I need to block someone. What is this? Transit garbage, Die Rise garbage. Okay, never mind. I thought I misread this. Oh my gosh. Okay, the Transit garbage, Die Rise garbage, Mob incredible, Buried. Buried's not. That's an S tier map. The music. Oh, we'll talk individually about maps here when we get to the map ones. But yeah, BO2 is not a good zombies game, but Origin's overrated. Oh yeah, there is a blocking reason. Okay, so those final 2 thoughts are actually wrong, Hunter. So yeah, that's why you don't understand. Maybe ranking through the tiers or close to the A tier. But yeah, exactly. Origins is top tier. Also, don't want the Wonder Weapon. I need just to get to high rounds. BO1 is my first COD game too. That's why I love it. That's something that's going to play a part into it. But anyways, I think that we should probably finish off this list. Yo, what's up, Hex? So let's probably finish off this list with the most recent one, and the one that really is changing this list. Because I actually don't know if I made this list before, but you know, we have to add in something, and this is called Cold War Zombies. And I know people, you know, were kind of feeling a certain way about this game. I know not everybody's super positive about this game because of the lack of a DLC, the lackluster content in general, both at launch and throughout the season. But personally, I love it. I mean, I don't love it on Black Ops 3 level or Black Ops 2 level, but I love playing this game. It is so fun. This is literally the first time ever that I've actually got on zombies just to play and kill zombies. Like, normally in zombies, I'm over here getting on to do an Easter egg, to do something else. But this game was the first time ever that I was all like, yo, I just want to get on and play kill some zombies, right? Like, it was just, I don't know what it is, but I just have fun killing zombies. Like, I never really liked high rounds until this game. I never really liked just casually playing zombies, just running around killing zombies with random guns. I never liked doing that until this game. Now, Dark Ether is a huge part of that, like a humongous part of that. The Dark Ether grind, if you guys didn't do it, it was so fun. Grinding out the camos in this game was one of the best things about it, and it really brought up this game a lot. And it's just like really fun to me. I really do like this game. Now, we do have to address Outbreak, because Outbreak exists. And personally, I appreciate Outbreak, but, you know, I don't really think that it is great, but I think that's fine, because I think of Outbreak like cold, like I think about it like how I think about World at War zombies. Like, this is the first time they're really trying to change the fundamentals of how you play zombies, and I appreciate that, because I do think zombies need to evolve in some way. So I'm always a very I'm very for people evolving the game mode, right? So because of that, I'm not very critical of Outbreak, but at the same time, I do recognize it's not great either. But overall, I do appreciate it. So I really do like Cold War. It is very fun. It's my most played zombies game of all time. I think I have 20 3 days into this game just in zombies. Like, I just grind the heck out of this game constantly. So because of that, I really, really do like Cold War. It was a very fun experience for me. I wish everybody else really enjoyed it like I did, because I definitely know that, you know, a lot of people don't feel the same way about this game that I do. I will admit Firebase Z exists, which isn't a great map, which we'll get into, but, you know, whatever. Now let's see what chat has to say. Okay, Preach, the casual gameplay for Cold War is immensely better than the rest. Yeah, it's not even close, really. Casual gameplay in this game is just the best, and it's not even close. The intel system, the trials, Outbreak, Rampage Inducer, Onslaught, I could go on and on about this game. That is true. I do like, well, I have a love-hate relationship with Intel because I hate Intel on Outbreak, and I hate how the majority of the story is told through Intel, but I do like the idea of Intel, so I wish that they would just spread around how they would tell the story, like they did in Forsaken, actually. How they did in Forsaken was a pretty good way to do it. I just wish they would add in characters. That's probably the biggest hit against this game, is that it doesn't have set characters. Barry's incredibly, yeah, wait. We'll get back to Outbreak is good. Go back and forth from time to time with fun with it. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm more of a guy who can enjoy something new. Exactly, that's how I feel about it. It's not like I think that Outbreak is great. It's just that I think that I just want to play something new in zombies. Exactly, the game was infancy, like World at War Zombies was. Exactly, people agree with me. But yeah. I mean, Cold War's not bad, but it's extremely boring. I mean, I have a ton of fun on it. I've never casually played zombies until Cold War. Like, normally I had to have like a thing I was going out for to do, and then that's when I would do it, you know? That's my thing about it. I really play Outbreak, but I always have a great time when I decide to play. Yeah, also Firebase Z is the best map. It's the best map? Oh, I like Malware and Forsaken a lot, so yeah. Tell them I used to be a Firebase Z non-enjoyer, but then let me tell you, Rampage Inducer and Spawn Room and stuff like. Well, that's true actually. As much see, Firebase Z isn't a terrible map, but it's just not as good as the rest, personally, in my opinion. So yeah, we'll get to the maps though. We'll get to the maps. I don't mind having not. I mean, I do though. Not like it's cool that we could we save them, save them, or we get killed for the sake of, you know. I mean, I get that. And I mean, sure, but it's just that I don't think the Dark Ether story is ever going to take off unless we have some good characters. Okay, hold on. BO1 and BO4 on the same tier. Yeah. I mean, we could come back to talk about this, but real quick before we do so, chat. I don't know. Can I talk? But after I'm done making the next tier list, which is going to be all of the Treyarch zombie maps of all time, which we will have a definitely good time on, you guys can, in between that time, make your own list of this one, of the zombies games, and then also the Treyarch games. And if you guys want to go ahead, make that, then go down to this thing, download your image, then go to my channel's Discord, which is linked in the description of all the videos, especially this stream. Go click on that, join that, and there'll be a tab called Sub Tier List. You go ahead, click on that thing, and submit the image of your tier list for we can react to after I'm done with mine. Since everyone's reacting to my tier list, I want to like get a little back and forth, and I'll react to your guys's. But anyways, back to these tier lists. Okay, now back to the Black Ops 1, Black Ops 4. I explained this, but you weren't here for it, so I'll quickly go over this. So my problem with Black Ops 1 is that my first experience with zombies was Black Ops 2. And I just finished playing the Black Ops 2 season. Like, think of the last 3 maps we got in Black Ops 2. It was Mob of the Dead, Buried, and Origins. And I absolutely loved those maps. I thought they were so good. I still think they're so good, as you guys will see when we get to the next tier list. But the thing is, like, after going from those maps to then buying Black Ops 1 and be all like, I want more, like thinking, I want more Origins, I want more Buried, I want more Mob of the Dead. And I go back, buy the most recent game, and I load up Kino and 5. What am I doing? Like, what's going on? And I do understand the game was released 2 years earlier, but I don't feel like there should be that much of a drop-off between these games. And I do respect Black Ops 1 for bringing Easter eggs into the thing. You know, they weren't a thing before that. So I'm not judging the Easter eggs, but I mean, I don't know, man. I don't like Moon on Black Ops 1. I don't like Shang. And I don't like... well, Kino is just fun to play, but nothing else. 5 is terrible. And the one map I didn't really get into Call of the Dead, so I can't really speak to that map. But, you know, the rest, I don't know. Forsaken is a close second, but Malware is the best by a wide margin for me. Yeah, but that's my reasons. Also, Black Ops 1 is the only, it's like when Treyarch still made ugly looking games and they were colorblind at the time. It wasn't until Black Ops 2 when Treyarch developed their eyes into seeing color, which is something I very much appreciate. Anyways, Forsaken is a close set. Oh yeah, I read that. Tell me you have the same thing with casual play. Until Cold War, casual gameplay was always so boring for me at the time. Exactly, dude. Casual gameplay is boring, which is what I feel like a lot of people feel towards Black Ops 1. They think it's a really fun casual game, but I never really liked casual play in that. So it wasn't until Cold War that really got me into casual play. But anyways, that's the list. I'm going to take a peek, see if there's any more new lists that we could react to. Okay, someone added another one, which we will look at. Hey, Josh and Nader, what is up, dude? You just got here to see the end of this list. Now, we're going to move on to the next one, ranking every Treyarch game that hopefully all of them are here. I didn't actually make sure all of them were here before that. Now, we're not including these at the end because I'm not counting Town, Farm, and Bus Stop. Those are not the maps. Those aren't maps. They're parts of a map. Also, Dead Ops I don't really get into, so we're not going to do that. So up to Forsaken. But yeah, I'm at work, y'all. You talk about large margin difference in gameplay between Origins and Mob compared to things like 5 but with translated diaries. I understand, right? I understand with this that Black Ops 2 probably isn't S tier, but I don't want to put it in A tier. Okay, that's the thing. It's like it should be like an right between, but I don't have a tier for that. Put Ascension in S tier, the BO3 version, obviously. Yeah. Oh, by the way, when I talk about some of these maps, I'm going to talk about the Black Ops 3 version of them. Just letting you guys know ahead of time. Like, we're talking about Black Ops 3 Moon. We're not talking about this Moon. Because I just don't like the older versions as much. Anyways, though, now let's get into this list. And again, right before we actually get into this list, go ahead. If you guys want to share your own list where I can react to your guys' list, go ahead, join my subreddit. I'm in my Discord that's in the description of this channel, excuse me, and in that you'll actually find a tab called sub tier list, and there you'll be able to look through a bunch of tier lists that people have already submitted. But on the pinned message, or scroll all the way to the top, you'll actually, or scroll up enough, you'll find 2 links to the 2 different type of tier lists. Go ahead, make that, go down to the download thing on this thing right here. And then from there, you will be able to save a screenshot of your tier list, submit it to the exact same tab, the sub tier list, and then I will react to it after I'm done making my own. Anyways, now to this list. Dude, my throat is like dry and I keep drinking this orange juice and it's not helping. Are you going to make an Easter egg song tier list? Not today, not today. If these are more successful, we'll definitely come back and make more. But especially if we have some time before Cold War. Okay, there we go. Anyways, now let's get into this. Let me make sure this is aligned for you guys. Okay, that's pretty good. I guess we're just going to do it in the order that I release here. I hate doing these because there's so many maps. I feel like I do them out of order. But let's go ahead and do this. Let's get into this list. This is going to be a while, so let's get into this. I don't want to put 9 on yet because I need to see where everything else is lying before I get into that. So let's just kind of set a ground floor and a top floor right away, right? Just for we could get where everything else is. That's what makes it easier for these big old lists. So one thing that I think we could all agree belongs in F tier. Where the heck is it? Oh, Transit. Transit goes in F tier, so we understand what F is, right? Let's set a ground floor. Now, just to understand what goes in S, let's go ahead and slap what everybody here thinks is an S tier map, unless you're, not very smart individual. But there we go. 2, those are both Black Ops 2 maps, but 2 things to set the ground floor and top floor for us. Now, let's go ahead and start adding some more maps. I don't think I need to really explain these 2, right? By the way, chat, like, I think that we got a decent, everyone generally understands, right? What we're, like, why these 2 maps are where they are. But anyways, let's get into some other maps. So, let's go with Shadows of Evil. Shadows of Evil is actually a very interesting experience for me because I hated it on launch, like many other people. Many other people hated this on launch. And I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the setting. I know a lot of people, are kind of like really big on the setting and all that. And don't get me wrong, it's a nice setting, but it's just not personally my thing, which I don't have a problem with. I'm not going to knock it for that, but I just want to let everybody know that, like, it just doesn't do it for me. Like it's not like the setting and environment just doesn't like take it over the top for me like it does for a lot of other people. And I think because of that and the lack of a soloable Easter egg, I think it actually just goes an A for me. Because there's a lot of good in this. Like, I love the Margwa boss fight. I just like, I like the setting. I like the characters. I mean, like, you know, there's a lot of things to like a lot, but it doesn't go in the S tier for me like it does for a lot of other people, just because of the two things I said. Like, it just, the setting just doesn't like hit for me as hard as it does for other people, and there's no like soloable Easter egg, and even the Easter egg on co-op is pretty like, you know, it felt like a Black Ops 1 Easter egg. I'm gonna be honest. It felt like, or no, felt like a Mob of the Dead Easter egg, which Mob of the Dead was fine for its time, but we're in Black Ops 3 now, brother. We're in Black Ops 3 now. So, you know, that's my problem with this map and why it doesn't make it to S tier, unfortunately. Now we have Ascension. Well, there's Shang, but I don't know where I want to put Shang yet. I don't know. We'll have to see. I have to make out the like what's going on here before I understand where everything is going to be landing. Then we have, I think this what's it called? Ascension. Ascension should be B tier, I think. Is this B or C tier? I don't know. I'm trying to think what would be in B tier if it's not this, right? I like Ascension. I really do, but I don't know. I think B tier, it's rather B or C. Even the Black Ops 3 version, I think the monkeys just make it not too fun for me to play, I'm going to be honest, and the Easter egg is fine, but it's nothing special, because it is the first one. I'll give it respect for that. It is the first one, like, real true main Easter egg ever, so I'll give it that. But I think B is fine for it. I think that's a good spot for it. Like, it doesn't do anything too crazy, and it did introduce Easter eggs, so that is something pretty crazy. So I guess I'll put it in B. Next thing we have is, I guess we'll just grab it in order. Let's put this in D. Shang, I don't like. People say, oh, it like aged really well. No, it's trash. Poo poo. Poo 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 poo. It's poo poo. I don't care what anybody says. Like, it looks nice, sure, but the music is okay. Like, you know, it's fine. I mean, the Easter egg, I will give one thing that a lot of credit that I really do like about it is during the Easter egg, the whole world changes its look. But you know, like, because of the eclipse and all that, so I do like that part about it, but I'm just struggling to figure out what I like about it. I don't like the wonder weapon. I don't like moving around the map. I don't like how the map flows. Like, I just can't find, did I say the Easter egg I didn't like? Well, I didn't like that if I didn't say that, or if I didn't say, yeah, I said that right. Like, I don't know, there's very little I like about this map. Maybe I bump it up to C, but I can't imagine anything higher than that. Because I just don't really get why so many people are saying, like, it actually aged really well. I mean, the story is good for its time. I do enjoy the story. It's probably the best map in terms of story in Black Ops 1, I would say. But I don't know, there's not much besides that. I may come back to this and bump it up to a C, but we're going to leave it at D for now. Anyways, we have ourselves, we got ourselves Revelations. And Revelations, actually, before, like, if you asked me this question, like, 2 years ago, I would have told you that Revelations is, like, a D map, honestly. But after really thinking about it, I think I actually put this back up to B. And the reason I say this is because I really do like the look of the map. I love the vibe. I love the look. Just seeing all the different, you know, sky stuff, and just like, it has a really cool look. And sure, the Easter egg is one of the worst in Zombies history. Like, let's not mess around about that. Some terrible, terrible stuff going on there. But, you know, I do like the story until the ending. And then, you know, I like the look. I like the high rounds. I like a lot of stuff about it. So I think B tier because it has two huge knocks against it, right? It has the Easter egg poo-poo, so it's definitely not going to be Ness. And then it also, it's, what's it called? The ending of the story is poo-poo, right? One of the worst DLC 4 story endings that we've ever seen. So, you know, I think B is a good place for it. Next, we have ourselves. Let's just get Moon right quick. Moon, I actually, so Black Ops 1 Moon is over here in D, but we're not going to judge you off Black Ops 1 Moon because we're going to talk about some Black Ops 3 Moon, and to me, Black Ops 3 Moon is amazing, dude. Black Ops 3 Moon is so fun. Like, I don't I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, I kind of know what it is. I mean, it looks way better. The music is way better. Like the Easter egg just plays better because you're able to move around the map faster. There's 3 hits to go down instead of 2. And, like, the game just plays smoother in Black Ops 3. And all of these small changes to it actually made this map so much fun to me. And I just really do like it a lot more here. Now, a huge L is the fact that we don't get PhD in this, and instead you get Widow's Wine, which is annoying for some spots. You fall and die, but overall, I think A is a good spot for this. At least, I think that's a solid spot for the Black Ops 3 version of this map. But next, I want to talk about, let's see what else. Let's just get 9. This overrated map. Dude, I want to put it lower, but I want to be honest. It's just C-tier map, dude. I think this gave me a good idea of where everything's going to eventually land now that I'm this far in. So I think we can put 9 in, and let's just put 9 there. Because the thing is that I don't think 9 is a bad map, but people be talking like it's an S-tier map, and I just don't understand it. Like, it is one of the worst looking zombies maps that I have ever seen in terms of graphics and color. Like, even for Black Ops 4 standards, the graphics were just off, at least for me. I don't know, maybe that's a personal thing, so maybe I shouldn't judge it off that. But I just didn't like the colors of it at all. It was way too bright, the map, and I know people like the chanting of the crowd, I was saying, but, you know, crowd, like, that was cool and all, but, I mean, I didn't really feel anything too special, you know. It was just, it was there. The Easter egg is terrible. The boss fight is super overrated. It's chaos story, so the story is not great. Like, I don't know. There's just not very many good things about this map, in my opinion. Like, the best thing about this is that it's good for casual play, and that's it. Because high rounds are garbage because of, well, sure, it's Black Ops 4, just use a Hellion and then insta-kill everything, right? But at the same time, I think the major problem with it is that that 9 is just actually, with the major problem with high rounds is that you have so many different bosses to deal with. You have the manglers, what are they called? The gladiators, the brawlers, you have the Blightfather, you have the catalyst of all the 4 different kinds, and you have the dogs or the tigers, which were super broken at launch. And I mean, like, there's just not very many fun things in terms of this map, so I think C is a good spot for it. It's probably the most overrated map, like even more overrated than Kino, and that's seen a lot. But anyways, now we can continue. Verruckt. People say that Verruckt is good, but I'm going to be honest, man. I don't really feel it with Verruckt. I feel like Verruckt is a C-tier map, honestly. Like, I don't know. Now, we should probably start not talking as much about these maps because it's taking way too long to do this. Like, look how many more maps we got. So we're not going to spend too much time talking about this, but I feel like this map, maybe I have to play it, like, at the time to really enjoy it, but I don't know, man. I'm not the biggest fan going back to playing it. Even knowing that it's like the second map of all time, I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't really enjoy it too much. But you know, whatever. 2 different gladiators and destroyers and oh yeah, there was a lot. There's just stuff going on that map. But then we have one of my all-time favorite. Wait a second. Wait, does this have? Oh, this set. Okay, so this splits Deriza and the Giant into 2 different maps, which is an interesting thing. So, actually, what I feel about Deriza is actually this. I do like it a lot, dude. Deriza is one of the only maps before Cold War that I enjoyed playing casually. Like, I didn't play casual until Cold War, except for Deriza and the Giant. But I really feel like putting it right here, because this is kind of where the story really... You know what? We're putting an A. We're going to put it in A. Honestly, throw them both there in A. I'm throwing both of them. Because, like, you have to think about this. I was thinking putting this B and this one A, but then I remembered, like, this is where the story really started. This is where we got the radios for the very first time, right? These were the radios of the experiment. I want to say experience. It's experiments. That's what it's called. For the teleporters and stuff like the walnut, dude. Like all of that stuff, that OG stuff, dude. It was all here, dude. So I didn't want to put it there because I love playing this map casually, and then on top of that, like it just like where the story started. And then the Giant did not disappoint when it was a remake. Like this remake, the soundtrack for this remake is amazing. And it's just so sad going back to these maps and seeing their soundtracks and just hearing them all and then comparing them to modern maps. They're just not the same anymore, which is just so sad because, dude, it's like, who doesn't remember when you first spawn into the giant and you just hear dum, 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 dum. Yeah, it's just a vibe, dude. I love that. And not to mention, the entire atmosphere of this just works super well. The story is super, like, it leaves a lot of questions, which is something I love about the story, just like letting us question a lot of things. Like, oh my gosh, I just love the giant. These two maps both A tier for me. Call the Dead, I didn't play it, so we're just going to slide that over there. Why am I skipping this map? Anyways, Voyage of Despair. I think it goes right here. I think it's on the same level as 9. I mean, it's chaos, so story we could just ignore right away. Then we have a lot of different bosses you have to deal with also on this map, which isn't great. The Wonder Weapon is super cool looking, I'll give it that. I love the look of the Wonder Weapon. I can't remember what it's called though. But it looks super cool. I really love the look of that Wonder Weapon. The whole cannon, just like literally having a cannon shooting zombies like a portal. Tell me that's not cool. Chat, good. Look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes. Tell me that's not cool. Like, no one can say that's not cool. But the problem was that the map really didn't play too well. It felt really like this map and the other BO4 launch map, which we'll get into. This one over here. They probably had the worst flow of zombie maps ever. Like, it just felt like it was a pain to get around the map, which is something you just never want out of a zombies map. It just felt like it was so difficult to get from one side of the map to the other and then up and down. Like, you had the different levels of it. It was just not very good, and it was true to like the layout of a boat, but I don't know, I really didn't like the flow. The boss fight was cool. The Easter egg was poo-poo, minus the step that a lot of people don't like, it's like the solar system step. Personally, I like that, but I know a lot of people didn't. But anyways, I keep spending so much time on these maps, we gotta kind of go faster. Next one, Buried. Loved Buried. Absolutely loved it. This map is super underrated in terms of its soundtrack. Oh my gosh, dude. The soundtrack of Buried is so good. And when I say soundtrack, I'm not just talking about like the main song, like Always Running, even though Always Running is a banger. But on top of that, I think that is like the soundtrack. Just when you're walking around the map, it just sounds so good, dude. So good. I love the sounds of Buried. I love the setting of Barry. It's just so cool. The old western Barry town underground, the whole ghost thing in the mansion. Like, there's so much I love about it. And I know the map is super cheese. I understand that, but I love playing it. It's so fun to me. I love playing Buried. It has great, like, whole atmosphere. It has, like, the first true super Easter egg ever. Like, this was, like, a super Easter egg. Now, it wasn't on the level of, let's just say, you know, Infinite Warfare. But it was still a super Easter egg and gave us some nice story stuff to go along there, which is stuff I love to see. So because of that, I think it goes at A tier. I'm actually what I missed. We're halfway through this list, and then the previous list, you missed this. But yeah, anyways, we continue. 5, this sucks. No, I don't want to even talk about 5. Where's Classified 2? Okay, those both go there. Maybe we could throw this just for story a little bit higher, I guess. But, you know, let's just get those out of the way. Then we have ourselves... Wait, let's actually skip over this, because I want to talk about this after this one. That's why I want to talk about it. But then we have ourselves I was going to call it the Rise and Rock. The Rise. Yeah, mixing up the Rise and... Wait, I said it right. No, I was going. Anyway, you guys know what I was meant to get confused with. But anyways, point. The Rise and Rock. S tier, easy, has everything that you ever want. The story's great, the Easter egg's great, the boss fight's great, the atmosphere's great. Like, there's nothing bad about this map. Like, it is the all-around best map. Now, personally, it's not my personally favorite map, but I think objectively, it's the best map of all time. As objective you could get with opinions, I know, but, you know, like, it's just all around just doesn't have any flaws, in my opinion. Like, high rounds, like, I can't think of anything that is, like, huge, like, has a huge problem with this map. Like, what is something that is like just something that you could point at and say, well, then it does have that. Like, you just the Rise and the Rocket just doesn't have that, right? Like, it's just overall good, like, just good, which is very rare, because even though I think Mob of the Dead is better, like, I could recognize that, you know, the flow of that map maybe isn't all that it should be, right? Like, there's some problems with it, but this one, I just can't really point at anything, so, you know, it just has to be S tier. I don't think anybody's going to really argue that. Anyways, though, we got ourselves this map, which is Nuketown, the first map of all time. Now, I know people don't like this, but I like to give things credit just because they're the first ever. And because of that, I'm putting it at C. I mean, honestly, I'd put it down in D, but just because it's the first one ever, you know, I gotta put it to C. And I mean, it's just the first ever. That's really the whole reason at C. I don't really want to explain that. I think it makes sense. But anyways, we have ourselves Dead of the Night. This is interesting. So Dead of the Night. The funny story with this is that a lot of people thought I was like a huge fan of Dead of the Night, right? People thought like when it originally came out and a few months after that, like I was out there defending Dead of the Night's honor. And because of that, a lot of people who actually liked Dead of the Night, you know, thought I actually liked Dead of the Night. But then I did a whole heel turn on them and actually showed them that actually I didn't actually think Dead of the Night was that great, actually. But that's the thing, is because, personally, I do think that Dead of the Night setting is one of the best that we've seen of all time. And that's coming from a Chaos map, so that's rare. So that's the thing, is that, you know, I really did like the setting. But that's about it. The boss fight is goodish, you know, it's goodish. Then you have the setup for Pack-a-Punch, though. That is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. What is going on there, dude? Like, I don't even know. Then the Easter egg steps, like, they just feel like okay for the most part to bad, and, you know, they have some very cool visuals, I'll give you that, while you were doing the Easter egg steps, but the actual steps aren't very good. And because of that, I mean, I just kind of feel like this map, and people want to trash on this map putting F, and that's my problem. Like, I don't think this map belongs anywhere near F. That's the thing. It's not F, but it's not like what people that then countered out that instead it was. And to me, I think it's rather a D or C map. I don't really know. I think we're going to put it in D. It's definitely not F. I feel like I should have another section here, honestly. Well, we're already going this far, so, you know. The platinum bullets. Oh my gosh, dude. So yeah, I think I feel like there should be another tier here, but we already gotten this far with these tiers. When you have more things to put in this tier list, you probably should add more whatever these things are called, more sections to put it in. But yeah, it's too late. So I think I want to, but I have like these maps here that I don't think are on the same level. Anyways, though, we do move on to Kino. And this one, I've already said, is not the most overrated map because that goes to 9, but this is the second most overrated map in the history of zombies. And to me, this fits right in C also. I think C, yes. Yes. Yeah, Silver Bulls, yeah, that's what they're called. Yeah. Now, the reason why I'm going to put it in C is because I want to put it right next to 9, and 9 is the also very overrated map. No. But it's just that, you know, it's fun, it's fine, you can jump on, have fun, there's nothing wrong with that, but there's nothing more than that either, right? Like, there's nothing, like, bad about it, but there's nothing good about it either. Like, the story is non-existent at the time, so I'm not going to judge it off of that. But, you know, I felt like, yeah, the more previous map to that, this one right here, the Rize, that one had more substantial story information than this one had, right? And I honestly thought the gameplay was way more fun in the Rize too. So yeah, I'm just struggling to figure out what it is. Maybe we could push it up to B. Now we're going to put it at B actually, because I think like it's on a similar level of Ascension. So we're going to put it there actually. We're moving it up a little bit. We're moving it up, just for I don't get canceled by the zombies community mainly. But anyways, that's a good spot for it, I think. Then we have Zetsubou. I think that's another B, because like the setup, I remember they had to nerf the setup because like it was so expensive at launch. Like everything was just so expensive to do on launch to open up all the way to power, so to lower all the prices and all that. See, I don't remember some stuff, dude. I got some memory up here. But you know, overall, I think like it just doesn't do too much great, and it just does good, right? The only great thing I want to say about it is the whole vibe and atmosphere that it has of being in this like kind of swampy location. Like that's really cool, but besides that, there's nothing really great. The rest is just good about it. So you know, I think B. You could put it in C arguably, but I'm just going to leave it in B for now. Anyways, though, we have Origins. I'm not even discussing this. And it's actually funny because Mob Dead's always my number 1, but I keep going back between which one's my number 2. Is it Origins or Drake? Like, which one is it? Like, it really just comes down to what I most recently played, honestly. Like, if I've most recently played Origins, I'm going to say Origins is better. If I most recently played Drake, I'm going to say Drake is better. But honestly, right now, Origins is slightly higher than Drake, and guess why? Because I more recently played Origins. And fun note, I actually beat Origins Easter egg on Black Ops 2 for the first time, like not like a month or two, or a couple of months ago now, which was insane because I never beat it on Black Ops 2 until like literally this year, which is insane to say. You know, yeah. So there we go. That's where that is. But anyways, now we have ourselves. There's the thing that I've been waiting to talk about because I just don't know, man. This is another map I kind of go back and forth with. D is more fun than Origin, in my opinion. Yeah, to me, like I said, I go back and forth between the two, so I'm not going to argue in other ones. Yeah, I love the staffs as an Easter egg. Yes, I so much agree. And the Easter egg cutscene in hindsight, oh my gosh, so cool. At the time, iffy, but in hindsight, very cool. Yeah. Anyways. Now for Verruckt Crovey, and this one is one that I go back and forth on. Is this an A or S tier map? Because originally, for the longest time, I'd say it's the A tier map, but it has some bad Easter egg steps, right? But then I realized that those Easter egg steps, if you do them right, then you know, then they're not that bad. But honestly, I don't know, man. I just go back and forth between this. I don't really know what to do with it. Is Firebase? Oh, there's Firebase. But I don't know, man. I feel like today I'm just feeling the chat. What do you guys think? Chat, give me some vibes. Boss fight sucks? Wait, what? No! That is like the best boss fight. That's the boss fight. Wait, Verruckt Crovey's boss fight is the boss fight. That is the god tier boss fight right there. But yeah, the problem is that the Valve Step and Bomb Step are the two biggest problems with the Easter egg, and those two things really they make me cringe really hard. So that's what always stops me from putting an S tier. But I think about, and then you also can't get to high round because the Rega Mark III is not. I think today we're going with an A. Like if you asked me on a different day, I'd probably go with S, but I'm going to go in A for now. Chat, A tier for do the Bomb Step. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could kill Nikolai within 5 seconds, full Gobblegum. Yeah, but you still have to get through the Dragon Step, you know? So, yeah. But yeah. High A tier to low S tier. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about it. It's like, yeah, it's better than all these maps ahead of it. Like, it's better than all the maps here. So, yeah, like, we're not really doing this thing in the correct order, like, but just for the ones that you need to do it, that's what I'm going to do. These, I'm not really fixing the order. I probably would change this up a little bit here, this order. Probably more like this. No, we're not fixing that. We're not fixing that. Anyways, but anyways, that's where we're going to put Verruckt Crovey for now. Now we have ourselves Alpha Omega. I don't want to talk about this map. The only good thing about this map to me is literally just that you have the what were those things called? The what is it called? The conversational quotes between the Victus and the Ultimus and Primus characters. That's literally the best part of the map. And don't get me wrong, that's cool, but if that's the best you have to offer, yikes, you know, just yikes. Yikes, brother. And I mean, the cutscenes, I don't know, man, it's just C tier. Maybe you can move it down to D tier, I don't care, you know, it's just weird. But yeah, I don't know, I think we're going to leave it at C for now, but that's just kind of how I feel about it. Then we have Shinonuma. Shinonuma on Black Ops 3 looks amazing, by the way. And it's going to return in Vanguard, so maybe we got to bump this up a little bit just for hype, you know? But, yeah. But, you know, well, for now, I think we'll just throw it in C also. Maybe F, M, D. C. Chat, tell me where. D or C, and I'll read it. While you guys are saying that, let me catch up with the chat. I still don't get how the Mark IIIs for the Dragon and Nikolai. I love the boss fight. Oh, well, I guess, I mean, you could easily cheese the boss fight, but it's still incredibly fun, even without, like, if you choose not to cheese it, I guess. But most people are going to cheese it. I cheese it most of the time, too, so I'm not really judging, but, you know. The Mark IIs are really fun to use. Yeah, they are. I like about Alpha Omegas, you could get Bonfire with powers early. And yeah, it's fine. You know, it's fine. You know, it's cool, but I could literally kill the dragon. Oh yeah, I know you could cheese the boss fight. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, C. I'm going with you guys. C. Shinonuma's C. Yeah, we're bumping. Like, we're not going to put the lower one solely because you know why? Because of hype. I already said it. We're doing it for hype because it's returning, right? It's returning. Shinonuma's good. High rounds. Yeah, C. Okay, there we go. There we go. I like it. I like it, chat. Anyways, Nuketown. I actually didn't put this on my tier list that I made a year or two ago. Maybe I think it was. Wait, this might have been 2 years ago. So now we can actually rate this map because I didn't even put it there, and I think that goes right next to Shinonuma. It's a nice challenge map. I really do like that, like how the perks fall in and like kind of just randomly drops it out. It's a good challenge map, which is something that literally none of these other maps are, and because of that, it just has a whole different vibe to it. And yeah, B, C. We'll put it in C. So because of that, I think it goes right there. Oh, my map tier list. Okay, we'll get to those in a little bit, but now let's okay, thank you guys for all submitting your things. We'll react to them very, very soon. But next we have ourselves Blood of the Dead. Now, Blood of the Dead, boys, this is a map, all right, because in terms of gameplay, like alone, if we just look at gameplay, it's probably in D tier, to be honest. Like, it's probably in D tier, but in terms of the fact that this map is based off of one of the greatest maps and they absolutely destroyed it, I want to put it in F tier. So, like, if I just keep my, like, personal, like, vibe, like, my love for, if I think about Blood of the Dead and the Mob of the Dead at the same time, I want to put it in F, just because of what they did to it in terms of gameplay, and because of that, you know, but in reality, the gameplay is just probably a D tier. But then you also have the story, dude, and the story is some of the best story we've seen in zombies. Exactly. This is probably the single best story map in the history of zombies. And because of that, I just don't ever know what to do with it, dude. I feel 2 type of ways about it. I have this hate towards it, or I feel 3 type of ways about it, which is very confusing because if I feel 2 types of way, I just meet it in the middle. But the fact is, I feel 3 types of way about it. I feel like what they did to Mob of the Dead is disgusting, and it absolutely disgusts me, so I want to throw it off a cliff. But then, in reality, you know, that's how I really feel about the gameplay. And then finally, we have the story, which is a 10 out of 10. The best story, the best ending in zombies history. Like, oh my gosh. So I never know what to do with this map. I don't know, man. I just feel some sort of way towards it. There's, man. It's so hard because, but it sucks for a story, but everything else sucks. I don't know. I think we'll put it in D just to kind of like even it out, because if I'm feeling really negative, the Mob of the Dead, I'm putting it here. But if I'm thinking solely about story, I'm probably going to bump it up a lot. We'll just leave it in D, I think. What do you guys think, chat? Is that a D? Is that a D? Is it a D, chat? Blood of the Dead's my guilty pleasure. I need to drink some more of that. Orange juice is not keeping my mouth dry, or it's not keeping. Give it its own tier. That's a good idea. How do we do this? Add a row. Oh, yeah, okay. We gotta add it. Where do we add it? We'll add it right between D and whatever it's called. Add a row above. Okay. What color do we need this? We'll give it like a this. Yes. Wait, no. You weren't supposed to... You really weren't supposed to change that color. You go back to this color. And then... You... go to this color. And we call you... Wait, how do I forgot to change the name. Or what just happened there? Okay. Let's call it Blood of the Dead. There we go. There we go. Okay, I like that. I like that, chat. You can't really see that. Let's change that color. That color's not really working right now. Make it white, maybe? Yeah, we'll make it white. There we go. Blood of the Dead. I think that, yeah, I like this. I like that idea. Whoever came with that idea was a great idea. So I think that is a good spot for Blood of the Dead, right there. So there we go. Then we got a good list. It's on. Wait. Anyways, yeah, so I think that's a good place for this. So let's just go ahead and move on. We're almost over there to the newest game. So, anyways, great leap forward. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm going to be honest. It's probably not an F tier, so I think I'm going to put it here. Because of that, I think that's a good spot for it. What do you guys think? Die Rise D tier. I don't think it's an F tier because like you have to keep in mind what F tier really is. 5 and Transit, like those are F tier. So there's a difference between those and Die Rise. Don't get me wrong, Die Rise is bad, but I don't know if it's that bad, right? Other than Bloody Strength 13. That's tragic, brother. My condolences. So yeah, I think that's a good spot for you, right, Jet? I think that, yeah, D. I feel like I think we got what everyone is thinking. That's so yeah, we'll leave it there. Next we have Ancient Evil, the best chaos map of all time, which goes in B. So Ancient Evil, not a huge fan of chaos. I'm not generally in general, just in real life, right? I'm not like very a big fan of mythologies. Like I don't have a problem with mythologies, but when like it's the main focus, that's what is a huge turnoff for me. And plus, like the thing is with having solely supernatural things as the main focus just is a huge turnoff for me in this type of story, because before this you had to have a reason for why everything was going on. I know it's some crazy sci-fi reason, but at least you could say, hey, who's behind all this and all that stuff, even though it's pretty much supernatural at that point, I guess. But so maybe that's not a fair thing, but like having like real life gods and real life mythology, it's just weird to me, dude. I wasn't a big fan of it. Don't get me wrong, mythology has its place. I'm not saying it's garbage, but this just felt like too much for me, dude. And that was why it was a huge turnoff. Like everything had something to do with Greek mythology. I was just like, what is going on right now? I might like what is happening here? Like, is everything in Greek mythology canon in this story now? Like what is going on? Like I'm not a fan of it personally. But don't get me wrong, I personally may not be a fan of the setting of everything that's going on, but they did nail it. Even though I wasn't a fan of it, they nailed what they were going for, and that is huge. Which I think is always a Pogger's move, which when they nail what they're going for, I like that. So yeah, the winner play on Die Rise is good. That's true. It's really good. It's one of the best ever. How is 5 F tier? Because it's trash. I mean, yeah. You want to rank other zombies maps too? This is going to be the last tier list I'm going to make, but then after this, I'm going to be reacting to subscriber submitted tier lists. But yeah. Whenever I think of Ancient Evil, I think of your channel and my British friend. So A tier. Okay. Yeah, but anyways, finally for the last Black Ops 3 map and the last one before the newest game, Tog der Toten. So Tog der Toten, I feel some type of way towards. Oh my gosh, there are things I hate about this game, but there's one part that I absolutely love about the map. I meant to say map version. Like, dude, it is. I just feel some type of ways, dude. Because the thing is, the idea that the Ether storyline ended on a remake of Call of the Dead with the Victus crew or Transit crew, and then on top of that, all of the boys got clapped in the ending, and then on top of that, something else, it slipped my head, there's something else that was super annoying, but all of that combined is a huge L, like huge L. But at the same time, it did have the very last part of the ending, not the part of the ending cutscene, but the ending part, right? That part where you're walking as Samantha and Eddie into the new world that turned out to be the Dark Ether storyline, which is, it's just that, dude. And because of that, I don't know, I love that final scene, playing Samantha's piece, hearing all the different characters talk while you're walking towards the light. That's just so good, dude. I love that so much. That was the best way they could have ended the story. I mean, everything was bad up until that point in terms of how they ended the Ether story. So because of that, I just man, I feel some type of way towards this map. And honestly, yeah, we do have Blood of the Dead tier, and honestly, I feel very similar about these two maps in terms of generally not knowing how to feel about them. So I think, what do you guys think? When we throw this in the Blood of the Dead tier, that might be a good tier for it. I love it. S tier for me. The best ending could have gotten. I mean, the best thing we could have gotten, sure, but I mean, that's not saying a lot, That's not really saying a lot. We could have got a lot better though. And we know that's how, and the worst part is that we know Treyarch didn't want to end the story this way, is because they never planned for the story to end in 2 maps throughout the DLC season. Like, that wasn't the plan at all. So, yeah, that's just a huge L for me, in my opinion. Core kind of ruined it. It didn't really ruin it, though. I mean, we saw the 2 characters that entered into the other world. They came back just as we expected. Oh, no, we have Nier Automata music playing. Nope, we're going back. Go back to Zombies music. You guys didn't hear that. Anyways, it deserves its own tier. I think it should it just belongs in the tier with Blood of the Dead. I think we just put the slash right. We'll put the slash right next to it. Slash Tog der Toten. Wait, Tog der Toten. Is that it? Is that really the abbreviation? Is there Tog der? Is it Untoten? Wait, is that really it, or is it? Wait, is it Tog der Toten? Is it really just TD? Oh my gosh. Please stop doing that. Tog der Toten? Oh, it's Untoten, right? Is it Tog der Toten or Tog der Untoten? Am I stupid? I'm going... Wait, let me search this. Tog der Toten. It is Tog der Toten. I was right the first time. Okay, that's stupid. Those abbreviations suck. TDT, that's the worst abbreviations in the history of things. I should just put tag instead of that. That abbreviation sucks. You are correct. Yeah, I like that a lot more, dude. I was like, wait, that looks stupid. Those abbreviations suck. Okay, that was the biggest thing about that, is that those abbreviations are so bad. Anyways, there we go. Those will go together right there. I feel like Tog is probably more closer to B up here, you know? Wait, what the heck? Why is D this color anyways? There we go. That's much more like it also. Okay, now we're fixing a lot of things. Even though blood probably shouldn't be here, we're just going to put it there. Yeah, just for Tog. Anyways, there we go. Now we get into the major changes to this list and the brand new additions to this list. And this is going to be interesting. So we have the first map of all time in Cold War Zombies. This was Die Maschine. Die Maschine, high grounds are great, especially now they're so cheesy with PhD. But I really did like this. This was a map that really got me into high rounds, like really. So I did appreciate that. But the problem is, I feel like it's kind of a little bit overrated, but not a lot overrated. I think like it's just, excuse me, D tier, B tier. So I think that's a good place for it. Was it most mediocre map never made? Yeah, it's rather B or C. I could easily put it in either, to be honest. I don't know. What do you guys say? B or C, chat? I'll listen chat, because I really don't have strong feelings about this map, to be completely honest. It was kind of just a map, you know, to me. It just felt like average. I'll leave it in C for now. Unlock Dark Ether on that map, so B tier. Yeah, facts. That is a true statement. That's a true statement. Yep, I did the same. A very true statement. There we go. There we go. We got 2 Bs. That's all I need to hear. There we go. Oh, we have 3 Bs. So there we go. We're going B. So yeah, it was a little overrated at launch. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't bad. But then we got ourselves probably the worst map. I know some people said they liked this map. Yeah. So, you know, wait. Okay. Good, Cold War was element. Wait, I don't know. We'll see about that. We'll see about that, dude. I don't know if I agree with that. But then we have probably the not best map during this, and I think it fits in C because like it's not a D tier map. But it's not a B tier map either. Like it's not on the same level as all of these maps. So because of that, I think C is a good spot for that because it's fine. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like these are kind of like what I think about is B and C are kind of the average, but one's the average good and average, you know, like average bad kind of deal situations. Like they're maps that I probably don't play too often, right? These are maps that I'll play, but these are maps that I'll probably not play. Like you know, I won't play nearly as much as these maps, right? So because of that, I think C is a good spot for it, you know. comes to the first order to be for me when I moved to the first door skip. Yeah, they actually brought it back with the size. You have to use the size though, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, got my Melee Dark Ether on Firebase Z, so D it goes down. It goes. That's actually hilarious. But yeah, I think we're going to leave it at C. The cutscenes, I'm trying to think of the story. It's fine. It's just average, average on the bad side of average. So because of that, I think C is a good spot for it. But now we're going to do Outbreak. So Outbreak is interesting for me because Outbreak, it's just different, so I appreciate that, but it's not in the greatest state either. Maybe in Duran Fang, which we'll get with Vanguard zombies, we'll get some nice upgrades to it. But as of now, I don't know, man. I'm feeling like it is its first iteration, so it's hard to really judge it really hard, But Firebase Z did introduce Dr. Peck, which I will be honest, at the time I hated Dr. Peck. I thought he was one of the worst characters in zombies, but hey, he's not as bad anymore. They kind of really saved that guy's character in Forsaken, a little bit in Malware, but mainly Forsaken, dude. I really did start to enjoy his character a lot more. But regardless, yeah, you have I mean, his voice still sucks, don't get me wrong. The whole I'm evil, haha, I'm evil, I betrayed my country. I betrayed my morals. I told myself it was okay to be. I can't even do the voice, dude. My throat was dry. But anyways, back to this. What am I talking about? Outbreak. I kind of feel like throwing it here with Blood and Tog solely because I feel like it's a good spot. Just because it's just these are maps you don't maps you don't know how to fit. Yeah, exactly. See, like Tog. I mean, Aqua agrees with me. Like. It belongs right there because you just don't know how to feel about it. And because that these are the maps that I just feel like weird about. Like I can't say I really dislike or really don't like, or has a lot of things I really like and dislike at the same time. Because of that, I do agree with Aqua here. This one does go in this little like white one, the white tab, because you just don't know how to play it. I like Peck. He's a really funny a character to clash with. Yeah, he kind of grew on me. I won't lie. Same thing with Scarlet, actually. Scarlet from this story. I hated her at first, but then she kind of grew on me, but not too much. Not like Peck did. But either way, I think putting it here just because it is the first iteration of it, and we'll really have to wait to see how Duran Fang really evolves the mode, which I really hope they do a good job at. But I'm not sure how it's going to actually turn out. We're going to have to wait and see. But then back to the maps instead of the Outbreak modes. Ow, I just hit my knee. So now we have Mauer the Toten. Mauer the Toten, dang man, I don't know. So Mauer the Toten does a lot of good. Yeah, Mauer the Toten does a lot of good, right? Like, I love the Wonder Weapon. The Cerberus is so good. I love the look of the map. I love the vibe of the map. But then it is in Cold War, so it doesn't have set playable characters, which is a huge L. But the Easter egg is really good. Man, I think I'm putting this in. No, not that high, not that high. Don't get ahead of yourself, Mauer. I think I'm going to put this in A. Because I feel like the fact that it doesn't have playable characters and there's not that many side Easter eggs, I probably would throw it out of S for me. Because I really did like this map. I do like it a lot. Also, the fact that it was... I mean, this one didn't really feel reused from campaign, even though it was. And because of that, I kind of didn't get that vibe from it. So I think an A for Mauer, right? High B, low tier. Yeah, it's definitely in a A or high B. I do agree with that vibe. -2 tiers default due to lack of characters. No, I'm not doing that. It's definitely a lack of one. But I do think that it does a lot. It's really fun to play. I like to just like going high rounds on this map is really fun. But then again, high rounds in this game are broken ever since PhD was added into this game, so it's really fun in general regardless. Mauer's pretty good. I overplayed it, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I play a lot too. I played this a lot. I got a lot of guns. I mean, I got whatever guns that came out after Dark Ether there. So I don't know, man. I think a A is a good spot for it solely because, and I think it really has to do with more where I'm going to put Forsaken. I like the Mauer's layout, the Pack Punch, Wonder Fizz area. It's way too open in my opinion, or except those areas. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it at A, to be honest. I do like the map a lot. Cerberus is Pog. Yeah, Cerberus is a really good Wonder Weapon. dude, like I really like a lot of it. But then again, I mean, I'm not a big fan of side Easter eggs unless they're like, you know, doable or fun or something like that. But you know, I think I'm going to leave it at A. I think I like it at A. Honestly, I think I do. I think I would leave it at A. I really do like Mauer. I really think it's a good map. But anyways, now we have okay, every Cold War map has missed one ingredient: Treyarch magic, crazy characters, stupid, hard Easter eggs, wacky unbalanced wonder weapons. No, it has the wacky unbalanced wonder weapon. But I do feel like when you meet my like I will say one problem with Cold War as a whole, actually the two major problems with Cold War as a whole, like just the game that affects every map, is the lack of characters and the lack of like music that we haven't had this entire season. Like we just haven't had, which is really unfortunate because Treyarch's music is normally just next level. So because of that, yeah, I don't know. I like it, but I think the Cerberus is fun too. I think the Cerberus is a top tier wonder weapon. But anyways, though, I think I want to leave it there in A. But now for the final map to round off this tier list. And no, I'm not talking about Easter egg songs, guys. I'm not talking about, when I say Easter egg song, I'm just talking about music in general. Like when you're walking around the map and going around, you're just hearing different music. Like Easter egg songs are cool and all, don't get me wrong, they're really cool, but they aren't nearly as important as just the music that plays when you do an Easter eggs up, when you go to a new area, when you're just in a new area, or in an area in general. Like if you go back and just turn off all your sound except music and just walk around a BO3 or even BO4 map, like you'll get all of those sounds and that music, and just really fits, it like really lets you kind of fall into the, I guess, atmosphere of the map or the vibe that the map is going for. And that's just something that, excuse me, you know, Cold War as a whole doesn't have. But still, big fan of Mauer, really liked it. But then we have Forsaken, and this is where we're going to round off the map. And dude, I really don't know where to put this thing, dude. There are some things I love about this map, and one major problem I have with it. So here's the thing. We already talked about the problem that every Cold War has, you know? Every Cold War one has. Hey, I love your content, I appreciate it. So we already talked about the problem, like the lack of music, the lack of characters, is 2 hits that every Cold War map is going to get. But here's the thing. Oh my gosh. I think that Forsaken had the best story ending, or best season ending story we've ever got. It literally did everything that you would want out of like the end of a story. It tied up a lot of loose ends. It had a lot of reveals to you know, to those, you know, story beats that they had. Like they revealed some of these major story beats that they had. We had a huge climax fighting the Forsaken, capturing him, and then on top of that we have huge cliffhangers with Samantha thrown in the dark ether, Eddie being revealed as the director, and just all these major cliffhangers, not to mention Peck doing whatever he's doing in Japan. So all of that, it just did everything you want in an ending ever. It was crazy climactic. Like I can't stress this off. It just like, it was crazy like climactic. Like the climax, like everything was just good about it. The problem is Cold War story sucked balls. It didn't though. It was good. Like here's the thing. People don't want to give a story a chance to start off, because think about why people like the Ether story is because not only what was going on through it, but a lot of things that could be tied into the past, like some things that were building off something that happened in the past. And you can't really do that when the story just barely started. The story just barely started. You need to give it time to become how Treyarch likes to tell stories. Like like the Ether storyline wouldn't have been great. Like think about if Black Ops 3 story happened, except nothing happened before that. Like people would just be lost. People would be all like, okay, whatever, dude. Like, you know, whatever. Like you wouldn't really have all that stuff. Like think about when they called back to Peter McCain. Think about when they called back to different things in the story. Like they just wouldn't have been able to do those things, and the story wouldn't have been nearly as great because of the fact that they had so much to build off of. And this is something that this game doesn't have yet, and they did a lot of that. Like the amount of intel through just not only the radios but also the documents have set up so much for the future. A lot of things in those documents and intel didn't really come to fruition inside this game, and they really were setting up for something in the future that I could guarantee you in the future of the story that we're going to be going back to these pieces of intel and all the story we learned in this game and say, that's why that happened, that's what's going on here, and all that, which is something that we're just going to have to wait and see, because we're never going to be able to do that. until we actually have a built story around that. And that's just the magic of Treyarch's storytelling, is how they told, because they had something to build off of, and they did a really good job at that in this game, in my opinion. I listen to the intel, it's just boring, off the radar, crap. I mean, not really. I mean, I listen to all the intel too, but yeah. I will scream as the operator in Black Ops 6 Zombie. They don't belong in zombies. Yeah, that's facts, dude. Those are the worst part of it. They should be given a chance to play as them are real characters. I agree. Actually, besides Outbreak, I found intel on round-based maps extremely easy to get. Yeah, Outbreak's intel is cringe. I will agree with that. I was not a fan of Outbreak's intel, but now that the Outbreak maps are going to shrink into in Duran Fong, we're going to actually probably be a lot better experience with those intels. But besides that, yeah. When the characters are in the game, I'll care story around it. I mean, see, that's the thing. It's like, if you just not care about the story just because there's not characters in there, you're never going to enjoy the story, right? So why, you can't even insult any other part of the story or even critique it if you're not even going to give it a chance past not trying to look over the fact there's not characters, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. If you don't want to enjoy the story, if you don't want to involve yourself in the story that the characters are in, that's entirely up to you. But at the same time, it's hard to be a critic when you completely already decided before anything else that you didn't like the story because there weren't characters. Anyways, though, now we're done with that. Let's get back to Forsaken, because that was what we started on. So back to what I was saying. Forsaken, I really like for a couple different reasons. I really like the ending. The ending was so good. Like, it just did everything you want. And did I say this already? I think I did. But I'll say it again because it's worth saying again. So the ending was so good because it did like so much. It tied up a lot of loose ends, quite literally. We had people silence and stuff like that. It also had some major reveals. Obviously, Richtofen as the director and stuff like that. And also left off some huge cliffhangers with Samantha being the Dark Ether. Eddie having the Forsaken, and then the intel that also on top of that, and even Eddie's son that we had heard of. So a lot of things setting up for the future, and also the whole climax of the story with fighting the Forsaken. I completely forgot about mentioning that. Like, that's pretty big. Like, there was climax for this story, and they were tying up loose ends for this story, but also setting up the future one. Huge stuff. The best ending that we've ever got for a DLC 4, and it's not even close. But then also there were some other things I really liked about it. I really liked all the visuals of it. I liked the visuals. It looked really cool. And then also the side Easter eggs are the best in Zombies history. Being able to literally go into Nocturne Toten as a side Easter egg is so cool. There's also all the other arcade side Easter eggs, and I think there's like 14 different ones. There's a Perkaholic Easter egg that's just incredible. Like, all the side Easter eggs in this game are the best in any Zombies map, and it's really not even close. It really isn't even close. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff there. But then, comes in my problems with the map. Even though I like the vibe of the map and all that, I think that looks cool. I think the map looks cool. But to me, the map itself doesn't feel very grand. Like, it doesn't feel like a DLC 4. And what I mean by that is by looking at previous DLC 4s minus Tog, because, Tog was rushing all that. But if we look at all the ones before that, we had BO3, Revelations, like, we're in the ether fighting all these different areas. Like, that felt grand. Like, this is crazy. This is the climax of the story. Even though it didn't really, really do a good job at fulfilling all those promises, it still felt like it at the very least. And then you had, before that, Black Ops 2, you had Origins. Origins is probably the gold standard for DLC 4s in terms of gameplay. In terms of story, even though I love it, but it's probably not the greatest in terms of story for the time. At the time, in hindsight, it's really good, but we didn't have that at the time, so we have to critique it like that. And then we had Moon, which is literally going to the moon. So because of that, I just felt like the environment and the place for it wasn't DLC 4 feeling, and maybe I shouldn't judge it like that, but I kind of am. And because of all that, and literally what I've gone on for the last 5 minutes or so, I'm going to give it a B tier. That's what I was trying to say. Because I don't think it's on this. I like Mauer more. I don't know if I like Moon more, to be honest. But maybe we should pull Moon down with it, because I feel like Moon and Forsaken are kind of, yeah, we're doing that. Yeah, but that feels better. That feels a lot better. But yeah. So I think this is a good spot. But then again, do I like the machine on the same one? Maybe should put that down there. But then I know for then, no, we're just throwing it. We're just going back. We're just going back. Okay, we're doing it there. We're doing it by like this. There we go. We're just putting it back to how it was. So anyways, this is kind of how I feel about this thing. There's a lot to like about it, but I just didn't feel like it was like the gameplay wasn't there to match everything else, and or the grandness of it wasn't there. You know, that's my problem with it. But yeah, so that's how I feel about it. This is my tier list for this game, or for all these games actually. So yeah, there we go. That's it, chat. Now I want to hear you guys. What is it? How do you rank this tier list? Is this an S tier list, an A tier list, or a B tier list? There's nothing lower than that, so don't even worry about that. So go ahead and give it a grade for this. Give it a grade for this entire tier list. And I'll be catching up with chat in the meantime. Let me get some water. I don't know, it was the best arcade game. It gets 5K every time, easy. Well, the thing is, Intel and Cold War is basically the better version of the Ciphers and old maps. Facts. Ciphers, I do not like. No, the story in game is the one what you want. Yeah, I agree with that a lot. Ciphers were not very good. I feel more strong. Wait, if you know what I mean. Wait, what? The map of time, it felt like it had a climax to give you that, but the NES score step was extremely climactic. Was it though? Was it? I mean, wasn't that? It literally Eddie reveal Peck was the whole or the whole thing parts of like I like the story. I can't even I can't remember the half Russian scientist name after the Russian scientist name. Wait, what? Who's the Russian scientist? Half a Requiem. Well, that's on you. I mean, just you didn't pay attention to the story if you can't remember them. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm disappointed in the portion of the Dark Ether wasn't in the Forsaken. I do. That is actually a huge disappointment, Ashton. I do wish that there was more of the like we got to go into the Dark Ether for DLC 4. That would have been cool. That would have felt grand. It would have felt like crazy. You know, even if it wasn't the entirety map, just a section of it would have been great. Just if it's the boss fight there, I think that would have made up for the lack of feel for being a DLC 4. Call of Duty I didn't add because I didn't really play it too much, so I can't speak to it. Do you like gold people? What are gold people? This is like an A tier list. Oh, there we go. B. I'm back. A. You back, Doug. I mean, hex. I put Blooded in A tier. No, definitely A tier list. Very reasonable placements for everything. I like Richtofen scene. It made me happy. Yeah. Well, ciphers weren't good. Yeah, I didn't like ciphers. I wouldn't lie. A couple of ciphers were really stupid. Well, not the messages inside the ciphers, but the fact they were ciphers. Those were cringe. Because like a lot of them haven't been solved right now, and it's like, you know, just like what's even the point? Like the Ether storyline's literally over, and you know, like we don't even know some of the story beats that they were trying to tell. You know, it just makes sense. But I think overall we're getting good feedback for this list. I think overall it's a good list. You know, if you guys watch my channel, you must think it's good. But yeah, I think I like the list. I think I feel like if I spent more time, I could adjust it slightly. I feel like there's a couple maps I'd like to move around, but we're not going to do that. We're doing it right on the spot, you know. That last part, light from ashore, at the end of the escort to the Pop's helmet. They say that. No, what pops is Samantha's piece when you are walking in the thing with Samantha Nettie. That pops. That's what pops. Okay. That is literally one of the best. That's like an A tier moment in Zombies history. That's up there with Blood of the Dead's ending, to me, in my personal opinion. Weapons in Dead Ops Arcade. I never really got into Dead Ops Arcade, so I'm not going to add that. And also, I don't know why there's two Tog the Totans here, so So Tog is right here if you guys are wondering. I don't know why there's two. And also, these are just Nuketown. I mean, these are just transit, so we are not separating town, bus stop, and farm. So it's respectable. Hey, okay. So now that we got a good idea of what I think about these maps, now it's time to do something else. Now we're going to be looking at subscriber submitted. Oh, a lot of subscriber submitted ones happened. Oh my gosh. We're going to have to catch up with all these. Okay, this might take a minute to... Because I got to download them and then name them after the person who added them. And yeah. I don't think this person had... Oh my gosh, where the heck are Cold War? I'm sorry. Oh yeah, there are Cold War. Never mind. Okay. Okay, you know what? Let's go back to Just Face. We don't want to spoil their things. I gotta download a lot of images real quick. Give me a second. Because I can't just pull it up like this. Wait, could I? Wait a second. Yeah, I can. Wait, just do this. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we can do this. This works. Okay, yeah, we could do this. This is going to work. This is going to work. Anyways, let's not do this one first, though. We'll go one by one. we'll go to the very first one submitted. So we're going to go by the person submitted one by one, going through them. And we're going to look at these lists, do a little reaction to how the subscribers feel about it. I don't even know how to create a tier list. Yeah, if you're part of the Discord, I gave a link to all these things. You just make them yourself. But anyways, now we're going to go ahead and look through the subscribers submitted. This first one is by... wait, can I just pull Discord over here? No one's going... I don't think anybody's going to post anything weird. This really isn't big enough, though, so yeah, let's just do it how I was going to do it. Okay, let's go ahead and... can I please stop? Oh my gosh, what is going on with Discord? Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to look at these things, we're going to read through them, see what's going on with here, and then we're going to give these together. I and chat, we are going to give a tier ranking to these tier lists. Okay, guys, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to just do it or S through F. So those are the rankings we're going to do. So first one, we're going to go over here and pull up. This one's by Brie, the B. If we do this, let's actually zoom in. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm not selected. I'm zoom in. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we can do this tier by tier. F tier. Okay, they have Dead Ops. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Blood of the Dead and Dead Ops. I don't agree with Blood of the Dead being there. That's false. Wait, oh, they added more tiers. Okay, see, this is literally the problem, guys. When you make your tier list, I mean, preferably you would not make a bunch of your own tiers, just for we could compare them to everybody else's list. Because when you add in, B minus, A minus, and then God sent maps, and then literally made by God himself, it's hard to compare it to everybody else. So we'll look through this one, but we'll see this as we go. Anyways, no, bro. Okay, anyways, let's go through this. Blood is not F tier. D tier, Forsaken? What am I looking at? Chat? I didn't look at my camera when I do that, not the actual chat. Forsaken's already here. That's false. Okay, Voyage, whatever. I don't care if you think it's poop. Oh my gosh, wait, no, that C tier is toxic. Wait, no, okay, we'll get to the C tier. Oh no, this might be tragic. Dude, I'm already predicting this person right here, Brie. They are a very big fan of Black Ops 1. That's what my guess is, just from seeing that C tier. But we'll get to this. This might be toxic though, guys. We may be giving this a huge L. This is not my tier list. Let's get this clear. We are reacting to subscribers to mid tier list right now. Let's not get. I want to make that clear right now, real quick. Anyways, so it's hard to even get mad at these two that I was going to say a D because. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Forsaken's not a D. Definitely, I don't think anybody in chat thinks it's a D. Outbreak. Okay, whatever. If you don't like it, whatever. But I think. Okay, let's look at C. Mob of the Dead. C tier. C. Look how many maps are over it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I did a mistake. I looked ahead and I saw something. Oh no. This might be the worst. This might be the L list of the day, brother. Oh no. Okay, so this is a troll. There's no way this is real. You have to be a Black Ops 1 fanboy or a trolling right now. Okay, so Mob of the Dead, C tier. Oh my gosh. Then you have the Reisendrache. The Reisendrache, if I saw a tier that had Mob of the Dead, the Reisendrache, and Garage Trophy all in the same tier, I wouldn't think too bad. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, those maps are similarly good. But then I would expect to see an S over here, right? That's what I would expect to see, an S. But I'm currently seeing a C. That's a problem. That is definitely a problem. Okay, right, done with my list already on Discord. Okay, we'll get to those. We're going to start at the top and go through all these. So we have a lot to go through, so we can't spend too much time on all these. But huge L. I think we can already give this tier list a. What letter you guys feeling? Right? What you guys feeling? I'm feeling like an F right now. What are you guys feeling? Anyways, B minus Origins. Okay, in what universe is Origins on the same level as Alpha Omega, chat? D tier list. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Origins and Alpha Omega are on the same level, apparently. Wow. Okay. Alpha, Omega, Tog, Death Knight, and Demashina. I don't even care about the rest of the fact that Origins is in B- and on the same level as that's oh my gosh, Alpha Omega. Oh no, the J for Joe. Yeah, this map, this tier list is getting a J, dude, for sure. Yo, it's for reals. Anyways, let's see what's above. Okay, guys, wait, we have to point this again. Alpha Omega is literally above Mob of the Dead, the Rising Drake, and Garage Krovi. Let that be known that Alpha Omega is ranked higher than all those. And let's also make another observation real quick. Transit is yet to pop up. And we're at B- right now. We are at B-. B-, brothers. And there's no transit. Anyways, whatever. Who cares, Demashina? We have other problems. Okay, then we have ourselves B. Okay, bus stop doesn't count. We said I should have told people not to use these when I told them to submit their things, but whatever. Bus stop, not going to pay attention. We have buried at B. I wouldn't normally have the biggest problem with, but considering there's an A- and then like 3 other tiers, that's kind of weird. The Giant, Mauer Towing, I don't know. It's just hard to get like kind of it's just kind of hard to like be like, this is ridiculous. Well, we already saw Mob of the Dead, The Rising Drake, and Garage Krovi in C tier. Like, that's the problem right now we're having. Like, I'm trying to be all like, that's crazy. What are you thinking? But then, this is what they're thinking, right? Okay. We have, okay, we have the Rize Firebase Z A-. Wait, what? Wait, let's try not to spoil stuff. Let's just try to keep stuff at the top. So somehow Firebase Z is good. And Revelations is really high too. Revelations is better than a lot of maps. Firebase C better than Mob of the Dead, The Rising Drake, Origins, Garage Krovi, Buried, and all that, huh? That is a list. That is a list right there, brother. Okay, we're not done either. Let's go A tier. Okay, Shadows of Evil. Okay, Shadows of Evil. Then we got 1 week on. Okay, there we go. Kino, overrated, don't care. Then we have, oh my gosh, the 2 most overrated maps are both here, 9-2, and then Ascension. Okay, Ascension's not that good, but whatever. No, we have bigger problems here though. This is so far the thing. Is this the only one we agree with? It's just Shadows of Evil at A. I literally think that's the only thing we come in agreement on. Yes, that's the only thing I agree on so far. That is tragic. That is tragic. Now let's go to S tier, but of course we have 2 tiers after S tier. We have Ancient Evil at S tier, brother. Oh no! What are these? Farm Nocturne. Okay, if you want to put Nocturne Totem really high because it's the first ever, I don't care. But you have Shironuma Farm at S. Oh no! This is P for prank, dude. J for joke tier right here. Then we have God Sent maps with Transit, of course, Verruckt, Shangri-La, and okay. We're going to make it through. We're going to make it through this list, guys. We're almost done. We're almost done. We are almost done. I can understand Ancient Evil. I can't. Not an S. Like, it's an average map, but not S. Okay, one last tier. Let's see. This got literally made by God herself. Okay, I never played. I know a lot of people like Call of Duty, so I don't got a problem. It's just looking at everything else there, right? That's where my problem becomes. When I see Die Rise, 5, Nuketown, and Zetsubou. M for meme, yeah, that's actually much better. M for this is a meme tier, meme tier list, yeah. Yeah. Wait a second. Why is 5 in like the top tier list, and then Classified's over here? Isn't Classified better than 5? I mean, if not the exact same thing, how are they so different? Wait, what's going on there? What's up with that? That's probably the most. I mean, that's not even the weirdest thing about. Okay. Anyways, we made it through this list. We're probably not going to spend this long on anybody else's list because I don't think there's that much blasphemy on anybody else's list. Okay, done with that one. Bree, thanks for sending the list. It was something. Okay, next tier list. Let me X this one out real quick. Okay, should I zoom in more? Okay, these are for zombie games because we already see the whole thing. We're not counting this. I should have told people not to count that. Or I guess they could count the ones they played. So D tier over here. Tell me, have you ever beaten no, I've never even tried to. I tried once maybe. So yeah. Then we have our so D tier. We have Advanced Warfare Zombies. I think that's F tier, but yeah. 5 is better than Class 5, but it's not that big of a difference, but noticeable. Okay. But anyways, we have ourselves D. Okay, whatever. Then we have this. Okay, Black Ops 4 and Cold War are not on the same level, but I know people don't like them. B tier is Black Ops 2. Created by God herself is... I don't know about this list, guys. I don't know about this list. I mean, it's better than the other one, but World at War being A tier. Is World at War really on the same level as... see... They must really like I said they like if you have a bad opinion, it's rather two options. You rather have a really bad opinion and you shouldn't be speaking in public because you're going to get yourself in trouble, or you're a Black Ops 1 fan. That's literally the two options. For people who have the worst opinions, that you just flat out have a bad opinion, or that you're a big old Black Ops 1 person. So yeah. IW with BO3, yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think so. I mean, my tier list is over here, so yeah. Not too far apart, but yeah. And then Black Ops 1, yeah, whatever. So, anyways, I don't think we want to look at that anymore, though. So, let's go over to Ashton, who's in chat. We're going to pull up Ashton's. Okay, let's open this up. Oh, no, I kind of want to zoom. I can't zoom this in. I kind of want to block this off so we don't spoil the rest of it. How do we do this? Okay, wait, let me try doing this. Nope, didn't want to do that. Let's kind of spread it. Oh, this is good. Yeah, watch out. Watch this. Oh, yeah, this is so smart of me. No, you were supposed to... Okay, it's working. Oh, it's working, boys. This is going to look stupid. Oh, no, you're not supposed to shrink. Okay, this really isn't working how I thought. It just looks stupid now. Okay, chat, we're going back to how it was. We're just making full screen. Just pretend you can't see up, okay? Okay, now we have Ashton, who's in chat. Let's see this. F tier is 5. I don't got a problem with that because F stands for 5, you know? That is a good call because I agree 5 is also an F tier map. We're not counting these, so we don't care about those. Then we have Shang at D tier. I agree. Nuketown at D tier. I don't strongly disagree, so yeah, it is there. Then we have the Great Leap Forward or Die Rise, which belongs there. Very good. Then we have Blood of Dead. I made a different tier for it because it needed to when chat told me to. So, you know, whatever. If you want, I don't got a problem with this. I don't got a problem with any of this so far. This is actually pretty good. Deus Arcade. We have Knocked, which is fine at C. Yeah, it's fine. Moon. I feel that if it's Black Ops 1 Moons, Black Ops 1 Moon was not very good. Verruckt. Oh, wait. I just realized Transit's next. Okay, Verruckt is here at C tier. Good. Then we have Nuketown at C. I don't think it belongs at C. 5 at F. How do you get about that? Yeah, 5 is pretty bad, dude. It belongs at F. So I agree with this. So this is actually a pretty good list so far. We didn't count this. Wait. So the major difference so far from my list is that I can remember is that Transit is is 2 spots higher, which is a little bit. It's a little bit. Then we have a Call of Dead, which I can't speak on because I never played too much. I refuse to go back and play. You have to have that one map that you never really got into, you know. Then we have B tier, Firebase Z. I think I had this at C, so that's not the biggest difference. With Classified, I had this at D, I think. So that's a 2 spot difference. This, I think this is a little bit better. I'm totally not looking ahead to see where a different map is. Where the heck is it? Where is the map? Where's the other? Oh, it's right here. What the heck? I'm blind. Oh, it's right next to it. Okay, there's the giant. I actually really like the giant, but that might just be a personal thing. Mob of the Dead at B, though. This is the first one that I think we have a strong reaction. Okay. Okay, so that is interesting. That is an interesting statement. That is interesting. You know what? I think I got a better idea. Oh, here. You know what I could do to block it off? Watch this. Watch this. Oh my gosh, it's such a smart idea. For we don't skip ahead. Because right now, people are just seeing ahead, and it's ridiculous. So if I open this, and then make this like this, and you guys just look at this, right? And then boom, boom. Oh, this is so smart of me. Oh, I am so smart. Oh, wow. I am the smartest man ever born. Oh, wait. No, that didn't work at all. Okay. Okay. This is a failed attempt at trying to be so smart. Anyways, how are we going to do this? Boys, this is not working. Failed attempt at being smart. Okay, there we go. There, we did it. We did it, boys. We solved racism. Anyways, though, let's go tier by tier now. Oh, poop, I forgot our face. Okay. Okay, so Mob of the Dead. I don't like Mob of the Death map flow. That's fair. That's a fair criticism. But it's still false. But anyways, what's called Revelations. That's there. Cool. Revelations B tier. I think that's a good spot for it. Zetsubou a good spot. Okay, good. And then Dead of Night's a little high, but I'm not going to really argue that too much. Tog is a little high. These are all a little high. These BO4 maps are all a little bit high for my taste. Then we have ourselves our next tier, the A tier. Okay, then we have D Machina at A tier. I mean, Malware, oh, that's a lot of Cold War. Oh, big Cold War fan here. Even bigger Cold War fan than me. How about that? D Machina, Forsaken, and Malware Tone all at A. Now, I agree with Malware, but the other Forsaken, I don't have a problem with A. That's fine if you want to put A. I don't. That's fine to me. D Machina is a little bit high though, because I don't know. Just the Easter egg isn't really good, to be completely honest, and you know, it's just kind of like not really there and all that stuff. So yeah. Then we have ourselves Forsaken, which, you know, my gripe with it is that it didn't feel like a DLC 4, and also the inherent problems with the Cold War that kind of knock it out of A for me. So because those are mine, but if you don't agree with those, it's completely fine. So, you know, don't got a problem with that. What's it called? Buried over here, good spot for it. I agree with that. Origins, I don't know. I think Origins is S tier map easy, but if you want to put if you're a one spot difference with these maps, I don't got a big problem with these. So there we go. Then we have ourselves what's this map called? Shadows of Evil. Shadows of Evil, same spot for me. 9 is way too high. This is how you get canceled by me. I can cancel people, and this is how you get canceled opinion. Okay, Ashley, what I want you to do is go get this list again. Get 9, put it at the bottom, and then you'll be good. You'll be good. This is why canceling is good, because you can stop bad opinions like this. But then we have ourselves Garage Crovey, which is another good A tier map. Now, let's reveal the rest of the list, which is Ancient Evil. Ancient Evil S tier with the Rise in the Arcade? That's interesting to me. I don't know. I don't agree with that at all. But yeah, Origins is S tier map 100%. I agree with that 100% too. Ancient Evil is not better than all these. This is probably, like, 9 is the biggest one that I have a problem with, but Ancient Evil is another one, dude. I don't think those are that high of maps. So yeah, that's a list. It's on chat. What are we thinking from this list? What are we getting from this list? Let's make it full screen again. What are we thinking from this overall list? What rating are we going to get? S through F, where are we ranking this list? I think this is a B tier list, personally. I think that's what this is to me. What do you guys think? B tier. Let's go Ancient Evil S tier. No. Ancient Evil ain't all that. B tier list, B tier list. That's kind of the same ranking that my list got too, so I'm kind of disappointed with that. Chat, you're supposed to say like lower. I was going to say B tier, you know. But anyways, there we go. That's another list done from Ashton. But we have Ashton's second list of zombie games. Let's go ahead and pull that one up. Let's exit out these. Then let's do that same weird stuff. Let's make it all skinny. Scroll down to the bottom and pull this up so we don't spoil the future things. Okay. So we have ourselves, okay, we're skipping over this. D tier, Advanced Warfare, good. There we go. Claps in chat, brothers. Then we got ourselves C, that is World War II. Nice spot for that. There we go. Then we have B tier. We have, Infinite Warfare. It's a one spot off. They're the biggest deal in the world. I mean, it's not like, let's be honest, World at War. I mean, sure, it's the first one ever, but it don't hold a candle to Infinite Warfare. I'm gay for the time. Yeah, I know the time difference, like literally like 10 years later or something like that. So I do know that, but I don't care. I literally don't care. This is way better. In fact, World at War only gets that high of a spot on my list solely because it was the first. Like literally, that's all it has going for that. That and the Rize. Literally nothing else going for it. Anyways, overall, A, we have you know, oh, A is the same spot for, ooh, that's a lot. Okay. Okay. Well, we all know what's missing here. I don't think, like, what's surprising me is what is in A. Because, sure, BO3 is here, whatever, you know. BO3, BO2, Gold, Black Ops, that's a lot of the same rankings for those maps, for those games. So, there's all that. But then we have S, which is going to be that map. You know, that map. It's I mean, that game. My tier list was so full, so I put IW and B. I mean, you really like those games, so I understand it, but S is where I have a problem. You know, Black Ops 4 really isn't an S tier. That's the problem here. But overall, I mean, I don't agree with the list. This is probably like a B, D tier. Yeah, that's D tier list to me. I'm gonna be honest, chat. What are we giving this list? I know that everyone's just going to copy what I said because I said D tier. I'm just kidding. No, what are we thinking, chat? Yeah, I'm going with a D tier list for this one. This feels like a D. BO4 S tier, I respect it. Hey, I respect the you know, doing BO3 and S tier and like sharing that in public, you know, letting the rest of the world know that you have, you know, bad opinions. That's always something commemorable, but you know, it's still not good, you know. So, oh, I forgot C. I meant to say C. I don't know why I thought it was B then D. Yeah, C. I did C tier. This is a C tier list right here. This is definitely a C tier list. I say A tier list. Wait, what? That means like it has like only 2 disagreements. I don't even want to know what your opinion is now. I base everything on what I actually want to go back and play. I go back and play BO4 in Heartbeat. That's actually the complete opposite with me. I have not gone back to play BO4 almost ever. I literally don't even have it downloaded anywhere right now. I still deleted off all my consoles, brother. This thing is gone. I don't want to see it again. The games I go back and play the most, I mean, obviously Cold War's current, so we can't really say that, but it's definitely BO3 and BO2 are the main 2. And I would go back and play Infinite Warfare more often because I did a lot, but I haven't recently because I don't have any room on my PS5 to download it. And I'm too cheap to buy the extensions. Cold War's higher than I would have said, but the rest are okay. Okay. Anyways, now we move on. Now we are done with Ascension. Let's go to the next list. And the people put a bunch of dumb, you know, pictures. But now we got this one. Let's go ahead and open this boy. Let's not spoil the entire thing. Let's do this. Scroll down to the bottom. And let's go. Pretend you didn't see anything, chat. Okay, so map needs to go. Okay, people added new things. I did one, but you know, whatever. Hopefully there's not too many. Map needs to go. So these are the worst of the worst, and I am not seeing transit. I am not. Oh, also this is from the nicest, by the way. If I didn't tell you guys. Yeah, this is the nicest right here. Yeah, he's in chat. He's not. Okay. So, yeah, there he is. Map needs to go. Okay. This, okay. Firebase Z, Nuketown, and Outbreak are the worst ever. Where's transit, bruh? Where's transit? If something needs to go, it's transit. Let me on. Like, there's a lot. Like 5 should be here. Transit, obviously. Die Rise, stuff like that. That's what needs to go. Not these. The Outbreak needs to stay because we need, you know, to have them. Treyarch needs to find a new way to evolve zombies, not just keep making round base their entire existence. Firebase Z is not that bad. It's really not. It's like an average map. It's like painfully average, but it's still just average. It's not like bad. Like there's nothing that does bad. Outbreak, dude. Outbreak ain't that bad. Like we need to. It's the first time anybody's ever tried to evolve zombies past round base, dude. We need something more. Then we have Nuketown, which why Nuketown? Like, is there something very bad about it? Like, I don't think anybody has a really big problem with Nuketown. Like, it just feels random. But anyways, next one. We have Never Again. Very cool. We have ourselves. We can't get a good lineup with this for some weird reason. Watch. New climb. Boom. I'm so smart. Okay, map needs to go with stuff that shouldn't have existed. Well, but never should have existed then. Well, that should be transit still. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It still should be transit. Never Again. Not Outbreak. Yeah, Outbreak. I think is something zombies just needs. You need a new way besides round base to play zombies, or we're not going to be able to play round base forever. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. We need to do something with like zombies needs to evolve in some way, and that's just an attempt that I very much respect. I mean, you don't like Outbreak, sure, but you know we need something like it, and I respect the attempt to change up this place, and I personally do find it fun. Anyways, Never Again. Transit, we're not counting this, but farm and die rides. Okay, that's more like it. This feels back on pace. Like these ones we kind of felt like out of pace, but then you know, whatever. And then we have ourselves Okay, so why can't we line this up well? Oh no. Why did I do that? I meant to do this. Also, why isn't this lined up here? That feels better. Okay, anyways, Please line up. Oh my gosh, why can't anything line up? So these are maps, of course, very different from us. You should do a perk tier list. We might do this again if you guys, you know, if you guys want to do another one of these, we can do it before the launch of Cold War. I mean, Vanguard. But you guys will submit your own, I'll make mine, it'll be fun. We could do maybe a wonder weapons and perks tier list. That could be fun. Anyways, we have ourselves Blood of the Dead. Hey, we got a good spot for. Okay, I actually like this tier. This is a good tier. Okay, anyways, let's just go through these one by one. Okay, so this is a good tier with Blood of the Dead. I like that. Kino being here. I like that. Shang being here. I like that. Then the Giant. The Giant's really good, though. The Giant I really do like. Really fun map. So, you know, if we were getting back on pace, you know, with a huge hiccup, like a little bit of a hiccup right there, or a big hiccup right there, with the Giant being that low. Nocturne Toten, Voyage of Spare, Shino Numa, and then Classified. Okay, so that's good. Okay, I don't. That's fine. I like that. I like that right there. Overall, besides the thing, yeah, besides this one, yeah, this thing right here. Blood of the Dead is S tier. I don't know about that. But anyways, we have the good. Okay, good. We have to move this every time. Then we have the good right here. Okay. And then we have Mauer Toten as good. I don't know what good. Okay, guys, pretend you guys can't see anything while I'm scrolling this good. Great. Wait, how many lists? Okay, so there's only 2 more. Okay, so that gives us an idea of where this is going to be. So good. This is like average, above average maps, I imagine. Mauer Toten, I think, is a little bit higher than that. I think that's a spot higher, so I don't have a big problem. Revelations is a good spot. The Machina, good spot. Forsaken is higher than I thought it was going to be. 5 though, is 5 really that good though? Like, is 5 really that good? Like, I just struggle to figure out what people see in 5. Like, you see JFK and you're all like, JFK. Is that it? I feel like that's what it is. I literally feel that's what it is, because there's nothing good about it in terms of gameplay. The wonder weapon's trash. The map flow is trash. The map is like where you even exist is trash. Like, there's nothing good about the map, so I'm so confused. It's just you see the Pentagon and JFK, and I think people are like, ooh, that's cool. That's the vibes I'm getting from you guys. Honestly, that's really it, because 5 really doesn't have any redeeming qualities. But anyways, Verruckt is a bit high. Alpha Omega is a bit high. Then you know, then we have Gorod Krovi. It's a little low. Tog is a little low. Yeah, Tog is fine. Whatever. It's not really cool though. Like, what's really cool? Just admit it. It's just like Pentagon and JFK. That's it. That's why you guys like the map. Like, let's be honest. I'm gonna make a face here. Screw it. Yeah, we're gonna have to get through all this. Anyways, someone's calling me. Bro, I have to move this up every single time. Then we have the great 9 false. Okay, this list trashed. Okay, already a D tier list. You have 9 anywhere near the top 2 spots. Your list already sucks. Like, let's get that out of the way. But anyways, then we have Buried. Very good spot for Buried. Verruckt. I'm not Verruckt. Heck. What is this called? Oh my gosh, man. Whoa, I actually can't remember this name. Zetsubou no Shima. Holy. That's fine. A little high, but whatever. Call of Dead, never played it. We're skipping that. This is a good spot for this map, even though I feel like, you know, the Giant should be right next to it. Mob of the Dead is a little bit lower than I'd like, but hey, whatever. Then we have ourselves Ascension. Fine, whatever. Now we get into the final tier list. Oh, there's a lot in here. There's a lot here. Oh, there's another Ancient Evil. Okay. There's Dead of the Night. I was wondering, something was missing. Dead of the Night is there. How about that? Yo. That is probably the biggest surprise thus far. I mean, for sure that first list was kind of just crazy altogether, but this one is just like, it seemed like a normal list. And then also we see Dead of the Night at the what is Dead of the Night doing there, brothers? Yo. Let me just text someone back real quick. Okay, but anyways, Dead of Night. Ancient Evil. Okay, there's a second Ancient Evil there. Origins, good spot for Origins. The Rise and the Rocket, good spot for the Rise and the Rocket. Then we have ourselves Shadows of Evil. You want to put that top tier? Fine by me. And Moon's a bit high. I feel like Moon, I'll have it in Great Stone, the biggest in the world. Overall, this is a huge surprise, this one right here. This one, this whole thing right here, that's a big surprise. So chat, what are we thinking of this list? What are we ranking this list? I ain't going to lie, it's actually probably the better a good list, I think. I mean, there's a couple problems I have. I feel like this is... I'm getting the same vibes as Ashton's list. I feel like I agree with it as much as I agree with Ashton. So I think that's a B tier list. What are you guys thinking? I think this is a B. I want to say it was A, but that S tier is kind of iffy. The fact that Mob of the Dead isn't in S tier. 5 is too high. Well, like a lot too high. So I think that this would be... I think this is a good B tier map. I wanted to say A tier, but yeah, that S tier, man, it really did throw everything off, didn't it? It really did. So I think this is a B tier map list so far. So anyways, we got to hurry up because we're spending way too much time on individual lists, dude. We have a lot to go through. Anyways, let's hop over to, this is the nicest game. Yeah, now we're going to drop over to the zombies. Okay, well, I just spoiled the entire thing. Okay, pretend you didn't see that, chat. And let's scroll to the bottom. Okay, so huge surprise already. There's nothing in F and D tier. How about that? How about that? I'd say B tier, but above mine. I can be humble. Yeah. Okay, so huge surprise already. There is nothing in B, F or D tier. So there's already interesting things there. Then if we scroll, which we cannot do, we have a C tier. Why can't I scroll anyways? Well, what is going on here? I don't like this. I can't scroll. Why wasn't it letting me? Okay, so C tier. So these are the worst zombies games of all time, even though they aren't very rare. So this person, Nice is actually just generally like zombies, which is interesting to see. But then we have Cold War and Advanced Warfare. So this is already false because Advanced Warfare is F tier. So that's jumped up 2 spots from mine, but Cold War is actually fun. So it's just like, I know he's not saying Cold War is garbage, but since I already have in my head that Advanced Warfare zombies equals trash, it's hard for me to, like, when I see them side by side, to think that, you know, that's disrespectful, right? That's like what first pops up in my head. So I don't know about this. This is interesting. I don't know. Anyways, we move on. This actually, Call of Duty Mobile's here, really high too. So B tier. We have ourselves Black Ops 4, Mobile, World at War, and World War II. I don't think World War II is on the same level as Black Ops 4 and World at War, so that's kind of weird. But then we have A tier, which is going to be Black Ops 2 and Black Ops, which is fair. I don't got a big problem with that. If you like Black Ops, you like Black Ops. I don't, but if you do, you do. In Black Ops 2, I want to put in A tier, but I can't. So A tier, that's fine. And then S tier, we have ourselves Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare getting an S tier spot. Hey, I'm not going to do it because I don't think it is, but hey, I appreciate when people can. Hey, if you want to do that, I appreciate that. So there we go. Thank you, Nices, for your 2 lists. Now we have Dot, which is the next person's list name. Okay, what is okay, we gotta zoom in a lot here. Boop boop. Oh, I'm not clicked on it. Am I not? Oh, I did just accidentally out-zoomed. Okay, here we go. Next list is by Dot, by the way. And his has words on it. Why does he get words on his? Where do you find this list? Anyways, Nuketown, F tier, Ancient Evil. Okay, that's a huge contrast from the last 2 lists right there, isn't it? Yo, we literally had Ancient Evil at S tier, both of those. That was F tier. What just happened there? That is a huge drop in that. I don't agree with this very much, but it's a huge drop. And again, we have Nuketown at F tier, which I don't really get because, like, what's wrong with it? Like, there's nothing. I'm out of water. Like, I don't think there's anything, like, super wrong with it. So, I don't know. There's that. Then we have ourselves the D tier, which is going to have Busty Bus. We don't care about that. Voyage of Despair, Die Rise, Transit, and okay, yeah. So these are okay. That works out. This is good so far. Good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Transit should be a little lower. I mean, besides this, I'm not liking what I'm seeing, but you know, everything else good. Then we have ourselves C tier, Revelation. Wait, how many tiers does this got? C, B, A, and N. Okay, cool. So C tier, Revelation's a little low, but whatever. Shang, you know, a little high, but okay. 5, a little high. Call of the Dead, don't know. Verruckt, that's a little high. Kino, little, yeah, that's fine. Nuketown, that's fine. D Machine, okay, actually, you know, nothing too wrong with there. You know, I don't think there's any big problems there. Then we have B tier. And at least 9 didn't make it into A tier, dude. I'm glad that. I mean, I'll take 9 and B tier any day of the week. And then we have ourselves Alpha Omega. How did he get the words? This is so nice. I like the words way more. Alpha Omega been B tier. I don't know about that. Nuketown. I don't know about that. But Mob of the Dead and Blood of the Dead. Okay. So I don't know what's more surprising, if someone would put Blood of the Dead and Mob of the Dead on the same tier, or is it more surprising that Blood of the Dead is this high, or if it's Mob of the Dead is this low? There's a lot of, like, I'm like all over the place. I don't really know what to make of this, like what I should be more surprised about. Mob of the Dead being in B, or Blood of the Dead being B, or that Mob of the Dead and Blood of the Dead are on the same level. That is surprise. This is a shocker right here. This is very surprising. I did not expect to see this. So there's that. I just shocking overall. Shino Numa in B tier, interesting, very high. Classified also in B tier, very high. And then Moon B tier, like that's one makes sense. Then we get into A tier. Well, this is really top heavy, this list, I think. No, it's not, is it? No, I don't know. Then we get into A tier. Buried, good spot for Buried, good spot for Grog Trophy, good spot for Nuketown. Oh, a lot of agreements. Wait, we haven't even seen Forsaken, or have we seen? Yeah, Forsaken. Is it going to be in this tier to list too? Oh wait, Forsaken. Oh, I just spoiled that. Origins a little low. The Giant, good spot for the Giant, and the Reset. Oh my gosh. Then we have Ascension, which is very nice. I mean, which is a little high, but you know, overall good A spot. Like I like, dude, this is the majority. Besides. Wait, I mean, besides Origins and Ascension, this is pretty identical to mine, so I like that. I like that. Then we, for the second time, Dead of the Night makes it into S tier, chat. For the second time, chat. The second time in a row. Oh my gosh, so this is surprising to say tier. Oh my gosh. Okay, or S tier, excuse me. So Dead of the Night, Zetsubou no Shima, Firebase Seed, The Rising Rocket, Shadows of Evil, and Forsaken. That is surprising. Okay, that was really surprising, this. I was not expecting this at all. This is a surprise. Wow. Okay, so Forsaken being S tier might just be recency bias, maybe. I don't know. Dead of the Night is good, but not that good. Yeah, for the second list in a row, too. That's what's crazy. The Horizon makes sense. Firebase Z, that is high. Wow. I didn't know people liked Firebase Z that much. Then Zetsubou no Shima and Shadows of Evil. This is a bit high. Like, most of this is high, to be honest. Only, like, this one is fine, and then this one's too high. I don't know. So this map is, I mean, this list is not very, like, frustrating, but it's surprising, you know? Like, there's nothing, like, I feel really strong about that I'm like, that is just so wrong. But I just think, like, oh, that doesn't make sense, right? It's more of like that. And because of that, I feel like this is just probably, what do you guys think of this list? Is this a C tier list? I'm feeling C. Maybe B. Just because I don't feel like I'm not like, yo, what are you thinking, bro? I'm not really thinking that, except with Mob of the Dead, actually. Mob of the Dead, yeah, this is weird. Yeah, never mind. C. Yeah, I'm sticking with a C. Yeah, we're sticking with a C. I think that's C. What do you guys think in chat? What do you think about, dude, can I say words? Okay, yeah, what do you think about that? Oh, Aqua, we're getting to your list. This is yours. How many more do we got? Oh, we got a decent amount. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. What is going on here, Aqua? What is this? Why'd you send one for? Bro, what am I looking at? Oh my gosh. Okay, we have, how many more do we have to look at? Oh my gosh. We have Aqua, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have 4 lists left to go. And I think Duck or Hex is going to be adding 1 too, so we might need 5 or 6. So anyways, let's go ahead and hurry through these. So next one we have is from Aqua. Let's see what Aqua be thinking, dude. Zoom in, scroll to the bottom, put this over, pretend you guys didn't see anything. Okay, F tier is Voyage and Transit. Okay, Voyage, if Transit, thumbs up, huge ups. Then we have ourselves Voyage, which I don't think it's that bad, but if you're going to put it there, I ain't judging you. But then we got ourselves D tier, which is just for Verruckt. Interesting. Okay, so Verruckt just there. So there's a lot of missing here from the lower tier already, but hey, yeah, what could we, no big problem so far. Then we have C tier, Classified but no 5. Kino, Kino's a good spot. I like that. Nuketown, good spot. Is Zetsubou or Sheep? Oh my gosh, not Zetsubou now. Oh my gosh, man. Why can't I think of these names? Shang, no, not Shang. Shang is over here. Nocturne Toten, and bro, oh my gosh, why am I losing these names in my head? Shino Numa, oh my gosh. Okay, so this is overall a good spot. I like this. 5, I mean, class 5 shouldn't be here, but 5 also should. Then we have B tier. There's a lot in B tier. Starting at the bottom, 5 is too high. Nope. No. 5. What about my other 2? We're not looking at your other 2, Aqua. We're not looking at your other list, especially your what about whatever that Doki Doki. We're not doing that. Oh my gosh. Then we have the Giant and Die Rise at B. Okay, that's not the biggest stretch in the world because I do think that that is a A tier map, so not too disappointed. Oh, Outbreak's pretty high. Some people don't even have Outbreak on their list. Wow, okay. Some people just forgot about Outbreak or didn't add it or something. I don't know. So Outbreak's a B. That's cool. That's cool. We have Ascension. Very nice. Die Rise is a bit high. That is a little high. That is a little bit of what we would like to call high. Then we have ourselves no water because I'm still so thirsty. I keep going for my water. There's no water there. We have Revelations, okay. Dead of Night's a little high, you know, a little bit high. And then we have ourselves Alpha, Omega, whatever. You know, it's a little high, but whatever. This list is just a little bit off. You know, it's almost good, but it's not. Then again, Maorio went a little bit low. See, just like slightly. You almost got this, Aqua. You almost got this. It's so close. Then Forsaken, good spot. Blood of Dead is a lot high. Okay, that's the first a lot right there, I think. Right, that's the first a lot. Yeah, this is the first one I'm like saying, okay, that's a lot high or low. Okay, so that's the first problem we have with this. Yeah. Okay, overall, good though. Solid list so far. Then if we move up, we have the A tier with D Machina. Hey, D Machina. It's a little bit high, you know, again. But yeah, it's fine. Then we have Firebase Z in A tier. I don't know about that. I don't know, that's a bit high. And then you have to betray me again. 9 at 8? Are you kidding me? Do you have any self-respect? This was the problem with the people, especially. This was the problem with America, actually. You know what? People don't have any self-respect here in America. This is why. When you see people ranking 9 like this, you know they have no self-respect. You need to start respecting yourself right here. And this is not how you do it. This is some disrespect to your own self. So you need to stop doing that. Anyways, Moon, good spot. Then we have ourselves, as mentioned previously, Blood is my guilty pleasure. Hey, I'll give you that, actually. Okay. And then Garage Crovey, Ancient Evil, and Call of the Dead. Okay, so overall, like, I only have 2 problems, but I'll ignore this problem just because he says your guilty pleasure. I'll give you that. But let's look at your S tier. Okay, so Tog is S tier. Interesting. Very high for Tog, okay? Mob of the Dead, huge ups, Buried. Hey, I love it at S. I wish I would put it at S, but I can't do it. Origins, Shadows of Evil. Then we have ourselves the Rising Rocket. Oh my gosh. Then Zetsubou Achievement. Zetsubou Achievement is a little high. Huh. I don't know, chat. I feel like this is the best list we've looked at so far, though. I mean, there's small problems, but overall, I think like this is probably like I want to say this is a A tier map list, but this is just throwing me off, man. Man, why'd you have to do 9? Hey, Aqua, if you apologize in chat and say that 9 is not an A tier, I'll give this list an A tier ranking. I'll give you a second. I'm gonna use some water while you decide. Okay, Aqua, did you make up your mind? I was saying, look, 9 is fun to play, just better Kino was fun, just not rich. Oh, we love 9, tell him. No, I need a full apology. Loco's not responding. I think this is going to give him a B tier. B tier list, boys. B tier list. Oh, wait. He said tell him after I'm probably paying about 9. Not be able to excited. Okay. Okay, there we go. A B tier map. Yeah, B tier list. Oh, it was going to be the first A tier list, but then nope, 9 exists. 9 will he's in the, yeah, so there you go, guys. There we got a B tier list. Maybe one day we'll get an S tier list, or even or A tier. Who knows we'll ever get S tier. Next one we have is from Hunter. He was the one in chat telling us how bad Cold War was, so I can't imagine. Oh wait, no, dude, this is okay. This list I don't know if we could do, Hunter, because we're only doing Treyarch zombies. That has way too many maps to go over. I apologize. We'll get your other list, Hunter, but not that one. Next one we have is Hunter's list of the games. This is why I gave links out, so because of this. Okay, F tier for Advanced Warfare. Good, huge thumbs up right here. We're off to a good start. I keep burping from that orange juice, man. Maybe I shouldn't drink the orange juice. Then we have D tier. This is going to be Black Ops. If you ever see me grabbing these eyes on this, it rather means that I don't know what to do with my hands, or I'm incredibly disappointed. Oh my gosh. Black Ops 2 in D? Make sure you get my other two. I'm not gonna get your other two. I'm not gonna get your other two, brother. I'm not gonna get... The one is for a different day for the character rankings, but we're definitely not doing the Doki Doki. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Infinite Warfare in D also. Oh my gosh. If someone wants to tell me iDubbbz is on the same tier as Black Ops 2, and I'm thinking like, hey, I like that. I like that. Hey, those two games, they're good. They're good games. I'm over here. Hey, I like that. But then when you show me the letter next to it is not A and it's D, I'm disappointed. Yeah, this is an F tier list. This is so far not a great list. I am being disappointed right now. C is World War II. World War II is better than Infinite Warfare and Black Ops. This is cap, dude. Yo, give this, dude. I wish the C was not a better rating, because I would give this list a C for cap. But you know, that'll make it sound like I gave it too high of a rating, dude. But really, World War II is over Black Ops 2 and Infinite Warfare. W for WoW. Yeah, we might need to give this list a W for WoW. Dude, for real, this is some whack right now, dude. I mean, there's some wacky stuff going down. Cold War, BNC, you know, whatever. I'm actually surprised. Yes, Cold War over Black Ops 2 and Infinite Warfare after coming in chat and saying how bad Cold War was. That's a surprise. That is a surprise. I will give it this. This is surprising. Then we have B tier, which is Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 in the same level? Huh? Huh? Excuse me? Excuse me? Someone needs to explain this one to me real quick. Someone needs to explain this one. How the heck are these on the same level? And plus, how is Black Ops 3 not an S? How? Yeah, this is a bad list, dude. World War II had some fair consistency. How you're up there? Okay, dude. I don't know, man. This list is whack, dude. This is some wacky stuff right here. Anyways, yeah. Then we got A, which wait, let's let this up. Oh, this makes sense now. Never mind, it all makes sense. I got peek at S. Okay, A is World at War. Okay, whatever. And then S is Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. And what did I tell you guys earlier? There are two types of, like, when you see a bad list, it rather means two types of things. It rather means that they have a bad opinion or they like Black Ops 1. And that's how you could decide if, you know, what's going on here. You know, just like, you have to understand, don't judge people too much, because they may not just have bad opinions, they may just be a Black Ops 1 fan. So yeah, there we go. Now we're going on to this. Dude, I'm actually running out of time. I need to go do something. So we only have one last list from Joker. Who is Joker? I don't know who that is, but hey, I appreciate it. How did they get the list with the words? This is so much better than the list I was handing out to people. Anyways, scroll to the bottom. Don't look at it. You can't cheat. That's cheating. Don't look ahead. BO1 lovers, yeah. Okay, but here we... Oh my gosh. Oh no. This is a... Dude, this man's name is Joker for a reason. Yo, did this man just do my list upside down? Yo, if he just does my list upside down, I'm gonna rage. Bro, what is this list? Dude, we might need to pull up the entire list right away. I'm joking. Wait, no, wait. No way that's you, brother. There's no way. You're joking, dude. You're joking. You're joking. This is a meme. This is a meme, dude. What are these in F? Origins, Mob of the Dead, The Rising Rocket, Buried. Those are some of the best maps of all time. All in F. Bro, you're memeing, dude. You're memeing. This is jokes. This is not real life. This is not real life. This isn't real. This is a fake list. Like, why? Like, what are we going to do? Go through this and be serious? No, we're not. We're not being serious. We're not being serious here. This is memes. Cope, dude. This is false. Origins, Mob of the Rising Rocket, and Barry. Okay, so remember I told you there's two different types of people, right? There's people with bad opinions and people with that like Black Ops 1. This is just the bad opinions right here. This is just false. This is the worst list of the day already. I can already tell that. Like Bree's list that we got to start, the very first list, I didn't think you could top that, but you just might have. Bro, there's no way. Okay, let's go through this list. See, if this is just a joke about the flip to my list, I'm going to, oh my gosh, it might be. No, it's not. Okay, it's not. I thought it was literally just going to be the flip to my list. I thought it was just going to meme me like that, dude. Ancient Evil, Garage Crovey, D Machina, Moon, Forsaken, and Mount. None of those mob maps belong in D. Dude, this is all over the place. This is even like a BO4 fanboy, like, or something like that, or a BO1. Because we have Moon over here. We have Ancient Evil. I'm shocked. I was on there, just search the tier list 2021 updated. Negative B tier list. This is worse than that, dude. Okay, anyways. We move on to C. Kino, Dorize, Numa, Dorize, what the? Dorize, Black Ops 1, oh, well, we don't count Black Ops 1, Dorize. Dorize, The Giant, Revelations, Tog, Blood. Like, some of this is okay to put here. Okay, this is the best tier so far, but, it's hard to really, react to some of these things, like, The Giant and Dorize being 2 spots too low, when we literally just saw this F tier. Like, you can't get worse than this. You literally can't. Forsaken's too low too. Mauer's too low. Oh my gosh, man. Oh no. Oh no, man. Oh no. On behalf of the BO4 boys, he's not one of ours. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Anyways, let's look at B. Ascension, Shadows of Evil, Shang, Verruckt, Diarize. Oh my gosh. What is Diarize? This is the weirdest list yet. This is literally the weirdest list yet. I don't think we've had a weirder list. I don't know what's going on. You gotta see yes tier. Well, oh no, he's joking, dude. There's no way. Oh no, this is the last list that anyone submitted to, so this is what we're going to end this on. We're landing on a list like this. Let me get some water, dude. I need to chug some water real quick so we can get to this. I'll fix my list. Oh yeah, if you fix it in time before we end the stream, dude, then go ahead. Okay. Let's go. I got some water. Let's do this. CA. Zetsubou no Shima, class 5 Firebase. See, this doesn't make sense. It's not like you have a thing with just a map, right? Like, you don't really have a thing with a game. I mean, like, there's not like a lot. It's not like top heavy like BO1 boys that just like really like BO1, and so you put a lot of BO1 and you hate everything else. It's not like the BO4 boys who just overly like BO4 or something like that. It's just like, it's just all over the place because you have Firebase Z here now and Nuketown. Zetsubou no Shima. I see no consistency in this list. This is one of the most unique lists I've ever seen in my life. I'll give you that. I will give you that. We might need to give this list a Q rating for unique. J tier for Joker, maybe, or Q. Well, Q is kind of weird because of stuff. But anyways, Zetsubou no Shima, class 5 Firebase Z, Nuketown, Outbreak. I think that it's showing like Outbreak from EXO, but I'm pretty sure that means like Outbreak. Good morning, Vietnam. Okay, with Outbreak, I'm pretty sure that's the game mode, obviously. Outbreak's really high. See, this makes no sense. How is Outbreak that high? I don't get it. I see no consistency. Okay, let's see what S is. Let's see what S is. Nope, not that. I didn't mean to do that. But we don't need to see this. What am I doing? No. This is a joke. You literally know the maps I dislike the most and you put them here. This is literally made to troll. This is a troll. There's no other way to put it. This is a troll. 9. Okay, Alpha Omega, who cares? Voyage Spare, okay, who cares? Call it Dead, okay, maybe it's not just troll. But Dead of the Night, 5 in Transit. This is a troll. There's no way, there's no other way to pretend. This is a troll. How could this possibly be a joke? Woo! Okay, so chat. What do we think about this list? Let me make this full screen just for everyone can understand. Not just S tier is whack. Look over here, F tier. Origins, Mob of the Dead, The Rise and the Rise and the Rocket, Buried. I sent my fixed list. Okay, I think we have 2 more lists because I think Hex also sent his. So no IW. No, it's just Treyarch. Yeah. But yeah. What are we giving this list? I mean, I know. I mean, what could we possibly give? And don't pay attention to the cursor on the screen. Like, but what rating should we give this list? What rating you guys fill in? Rate A. Tell them just flip the list. Yo, if we flip the list, yo, if this is S, Origins, Mob of the Dead, The Rise and the Rocket, Buried, yo, no. Marathon, Forsaken, Moon, Garage Trophy. Wait, did you purposely flip this? Is it just a flipped list? That's the real list? Oh my gosh. It's a flipped list. Okay, I was wondering. Okay, if we see this as flip, okay. Okay, worse than my Doki list. W for whack. That way it makes sense. Wait, Joker, you being honest? Is it for real that you made the list upside down on purpose? Wait, you made it upside down on purpose, right? You're not just trying to save yourself, are you? There's no way. That's why C tier makes sense. Like, it makes sense a lot. Like, minus, like, if this is upside down, it makes a lot more sense, right? I mean, 9 being here, this is already S tier list. If that's the case, if this is actually if S is actually for F, yo, that's a W right there. This is W. I see 9 there. This is S tier map. But anyways, okay, this is rather an F tier, S tier map based on if it's upside down or not. So there we go. We'd rather have the worst list of all time. F is for flip. Yo, we'll get, yeah, F, yeah, F for flip. I like that. Okay, anyways, now let's go ahead and throw this back over here. We have 2 more lists that I want to go through. Okay, we have let's do Hunters and then what's it called? Hunter, the one you sent doesn't have what's it called? It doesn't have Cold War. Okay. Hunter, there's a link to what's it called? There's a link to the one in this. Okay, I'll give you, like, just try to finish it right before. Like, there's a link in the Discord where that's like, just click on the pinned messages. There's a link to one of these things. Okay. Anyways, we'll look at this one over here from well, he calls himself Hex in chat, but zone Hex, whatever we want to call him. But here we go. This is it. This is his list. Okay, so tortured methods. We have Voyage to Despair and Bust Off as the worst. It does though, does it? Oh, it does. My bad. It does. My bad. Okay, we'll look at that now. We'll save you for last then. We're saving you for last. My bad. This is why I was trying to see, the reason why I missed it is because I'm trying to glance at it without trying to see what the list is, I'm trying to make sure all the, stuff is there. Trying to make sure the list is there without, actually seeing what the rankings are. But anyways, yeah, we'll look at yours for last. And these will be the last few. So, now we have tortured methods. Okay, so we have Voyage, which is low, which whatever, F for mistakes. Then we have Transit and Verruckt. I don't think Verruckt is that bad, but whatever. Then we have D for They Exist. And this is going to be Zetsubou no Shima, Blood of the Dead, Shang, Diarise, Alpha Omega, Classified, and Outbreak. Okay, Outbreak's a little bit low, but overall, good. This is actually good so far, you know? I'm not seeing Cold War. I thought he was really going to hate on Cold War. Anyways, C for Decent. Moon. Again, if you're talking about Black Ops 1 Moon, I understand, but Black Ops 3 Moon is way better. Then we have Tog. Garage Crovy's a bit low. Garage Crovy is like 2 spots low for me, so this is the first, like, yeah. Then we have Nocturne Toten, Nuketown. 5 is a bit high, but, you know, whatever. Then we have Firebase Z. Okay, overall, wait, this might be the best list so far. We'll see. B, very solid maps. Okay, so, I can't remember these names when, oh my gosh, Zetsubou no Shima at a B, like it. Okay, Ascension at B, like it. 9, it's not an A, that's a W. As long as you don't put in A or S, I like it. Okay, and then we have the Giant at a B. You know, it could be a little higher, but that's good. I like it. Dead of the Night's a little high, you know, but whatever. Hey, shout out to the BO4 boys. Forsaken, okay, yeah, that's where I put it too. I like it. Demon Machine, that's where I put it. Marutoan, only 1 spot off. Okay, cool. I think, did I put this at a B or did I put it at a C? Kino, I don't remember. But yeah, okay, so far so good. This actually might be the best list already. Wait. Then we have Almost Amazing, which is Call of Dead, never played it. So this is A, by the way. Then we have Shadows of Evil. Well, you know, good. That's where I had it too. Revelations. Hey, Revelations 1 spot higher than I had, but hey, I don't got a problem with the only 1 off. Then we have what's it called? Okay, so the original Doriz is higher than the Giant, which, hey, if you want to say it, I respect it, whatever. Then we have Buried. Okay, cool. Ancient Evil. You know, if you have that high, don't got a problem with it. Personally, not the biggest fan. Then we have the S tier. Mob of the Dead, The Rise and the Rocket, and Origins. This is a good list. Wait, this is my favorite list so far. Oh, yeah. Hey, can we get some claps? I like this list. Hey, this is a good map. I like it. A good list. I was not expecting this. I was expecting a poo-poo list. I'm gonna be honest. This is a good list. Like, the only weird ones is Dead of the Night is a horrible setup. That would be A. I mean, I don't know. The only ones that I'm kind of questioning are these 2. Ancient, not too much either. You know, I don't know. This is a solid list. I like it. I mean, I like this list. I think this is our first A tier list, except maybe Joker's list. I don't know if he's serious or not still, but yeah, bro. Origins is my favorite map. How good would that be? F. Okay, yeah, okay. So I think we have 2 A tier lists so far. Those back-to-back lists were pretty good. Hey, we're ending off on a high note. Hopefully Hunter doesn't ruin it for us. Hunter, you better not ruin this. Let's check this last one. So, the last list of the day, brothers. The last list. This is going to be... Wait, you know what? I want to try to do something here. Wait, this is so much smarter. Don't look at those, chat. Pretend you can't see them. Why did I change up for the last one? Okay, so starting at F, we have ourselves Transit, Poggers. We have Outbreak, not Poggers. Then we have Diarise. You know, fine, a little low, but just slightly, don't care. Then we have Dead of the Night, a little low, but hey, I don't care. I don't got a problem with that either. Joker is F for Flip, yeah, so it's Flipball. yo, it's just hard to see, all those maps in F, But yeah, there we go. Okay, this is good. It's good, not great, but good start off to this. Okay, then we have ourselves our next one. Wait, I should just like pull it up like this. Oh, it's so much smarter. Then we have D, Nocturne Toten. Okay, I give it a little bit more. I would put it in D, but it is first, so I give it a little bit. But I don't care if you don't want to give it that. That's fine. Nuketown, good spot. Shinonuma, good spot. 5, good. No, 5 belongs a little bit lower. Buried. Oh no. Okay. It still could be great. This could just be one blunder. Breeze tiered list. Yeah, that was the first one we went over. That was whack. That was whack. That one's still the wackiest one. Okay, but anyways, we have that's so far so good. Minus Buried. Buried's a huge hit, huge L right there. But overall, so good. C Verruckt, okay, a little high, but whatever. Mauritone's a little low. Call the Dead. D Machina, okay, you know, the Firebase C, I like the spot for Firebase C. D Machina could be a little higher. Zetsubou Noshima could be a little bit higher. Voyage is a little bit, I think, wait, that's where I had it, right? I think Alpha, Omega, okay. Okay, well, that's a little iffy, a little slightly off for the most part. Then we go up a bit. Let's actually slide this thing up. Can I please? Why can I not do this? Why can't I shrink this? Okay, so B tier. Shadows of Evil is a little low for B tier. I'm not a big fan of that. Then we have, this is only one spot off, so not the biggest deal. Forsaken, right where I had it. Like to see that. Kino, I think that's where I had it. Ascension, that's where I had it. Blood of the Dead! Blood of the Dead, you know, Blood of the Dead's a bit high. Blood of the Dead is definitely high. But then we have Origins. Oh my gosh. Origins, brother. Oh no, man. This list is collapsing, brother. But then we do have 9 not in A tier, which is already a poggers. That's something that I love to see. So that may take that makes up for maybe Origins. I don't know. It might. But Revelations and B. Okay, I like that. B is a good spot. Then we go to A if we can. Oh, whatever, we'll just look at this. Classified. Whoa, classified. Okay, Shang and Gurag Pro VH Diva. Okay, that was not an A tier list I was ready for. I was not ready for that. So yeah, there's that. Then we have for S tier, the one that matters. The Reset. I like it. I wish I could be as brave as you to put it in S tier, but I can't. But I like it. Moon. S tier. Not S tier. Even BO31. I think that's still A, but still I don't got a problem with it. Mob of the Dead, love it. Tog the Totem is a bit high, like 3 spots too high for me, but hey, if you enjoy that ending, you enjoy the ending. And then the Rise and Rocket for S tier, love that. So this tier list is kind of all over the place. I really don't know what to make of it. Like, it has some, you know, things that are spot on, but then it has some things that are just off. Buried's the biggest one for me, dude. Buried is so far from where it should be. I don't know. Chat, what are we thinking for the final tier list of the day? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I'm feeling a B currently. Highest B tier list we've seen: Blood of the Dead, Buried. I'd flip. Yeah, Blood of the Dead and Buried. If you do flip that, it makes the list a lot better. I ain't gonna lie. If you flip those, oh my gosh, the list just becomes so much better. Shang also is a bit too high. Maybe actually I'd flip Shang and Buried. I'd flip those. I think that would make the list perfect. It would be a lot better. Not perfect, but no, actually Classified. Classified. Oh my gosh, but you have Classified and Shang and A. I don't know, man. I think this is maybe a B. Yeah, I think I'm going with a B. Yeah, B or C. Buried is just cheese. A. I don't care if it's cheese. I love it. F for final. For the final. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the B or an F, whatever. I mean, no B. No B. Yeah, it was a B. So B tier for the last one. Actually, we got one last list. We're just going to quickly look through this one because it is just a games. And we're going to look at this to end off on that. But overall, this is a B tier. But we had one last list submitted last second, and then we're done. Okay, here we go. This we're just going to look at in one big go. D, Advanced Warfare, huge poggers. World War II, and C, good. B, that's called the World at War, Cold War, and BO4. I don't know if that's correct. Okay, and then A, COD Mobile, Kino Numa is underrated. Okay. But then we have, COD Mobile is in A. That's weird. Infinite Warfare is also there. Then Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops inside of S tier. Interesting list. I don't got a huge problem with it. But, hey, you know, it's there. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with this list. Hey, it's not right, but it ain't wrong. I think this is probably just another B tier list, to be honest. But there we go, guys. I need to hurry up and jump off the stream. My throat is so dry. I need to rest my voice. I do not talk this much normally in stream because I'm playing and then I take little breaks between talking. This time I'm doing nothing but talking and my throat is dry, dude. I respect Shang so much for being hard but fair. Well, I mean, I don't respect things just for being difficult. They have to be difficult for a reason. Like boss fights should be difficult because they're a boss fight, you know? So it just matters based on what it is. But anyways, guys, I'm sorry I rushed through those ones at the end. My throat was just dead right now because I've been talking for like, what, 3 hours straight? Yeah, 3 hours straight, boys, which is very difficult to do. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this stream. Thank you guys all so much for submitting all your tier lists. If you guys want to do this again, hey, let me know. We'll react to more tier lists. Just let me know that you guys want to do this, for I could know to do it again. We might do one more. I'm thinking if we do one more, it's going to be of wonder weapons and perks, since we have a ton of new perks inside of Cold War, and then we also got what's it called? We also got the other thing that was what am I saying? Wonder weapons, because we got new wonder weapons also. But yeah, so definitely we could do this again one more time. We might do it like a week or two before, like a week and a half before Vanguard comes out. Yeah, something like that. Maybe a week before. So that might be the play. But yeah, there we go. Due to COD Mobile's first zombies map was being a banger. Yeah, I mean sure, sure. Yeah. This is fun. We should do Wonder Weapons and perks next time. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. We'll have to do that. We'll have to do it. I'll let you guys know in advance for you guys to get your list ready. And hey, people want to do a mid thing, that works too. Perk tiers list, yeah. You'll tell them when are you uploading a video? Tell them. I don't know, man. But anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching. But I'm gonna go ahead and head out, and I'll catch you guys next stream video where they can maybe end up. Laters, guys. I saluted twice. Hey Google, turn all